Good morning, you guys. I was going to do a video and upload it, but it would be faster if because I can't be on an hour at the most. Hour, 15 minutes. Be quiet. Hour, 15 minutes. I'm gonna let you all start getting the notes, as I call them, the notifications. Hey, little T. I want everybody to get in here. Good morning, Miss Nunu for you. Hey, phenomenal black woman. Hey, the black Barbie. Hey, Kimberly. You all know I did a video last night, and when I woke up this morning, I had a lot of people to, of course, to inbox me. Um, hey, Tim. Let's see, Kimberly, the Realty, the Black Barbie, Tambori, T Banks, Shantastic, Nika D, J. Okay. I wanted to talk about, of course, you all know I did a video last night, and I was talking about a conversation that I'd had with someone yesterday. Of course, the person that I had the conversation with, you all know that I worked for both departments for a total of 18 years, right? And so I had accumulated quite a few friendships on at both departments. And I think I said from the very beginning, I was like, I don't really know a lot of the patrolmen because a lot of the people when I was working there and I had been there so long, a lot of the ones that I know had are in rank, right? Had moved up. And so I spoke about in the video last night that I was told that some women were going to be indicted. So of course when I woke up this morning, I had quite a few emails and messages, and I think I said that I had made it clear that I didn't know the women, right? But for the record, nobody has ever told me. I think I said from the beginning, if you all go back and look at my videos, right? I said from the beginning that I can speak about it now, but I would never say the name of my people. That one of my sources, and I said this, I said one of my sources, hey, was from out of the DA's office, of course, and this person had direct contact with indictments. One of the people, right? So, so I knew exactly when they was gonna drop. And I said that it was that very person. I said this was not a law enforcement person because the law enforcement person told me that he had been followed. This person said that they had heard and if anybody can to go back and look at my videos, go look at my members. I said the person in the DA's office had said to me that they had heard that they was out looking for him. They saw him and said, "There you go, right there." And he turned into the cookie shop and they circled the block, made a phone call, and whoever was on the other end of the phone call said to make sure he does not walk out of the cookie shop, right? So, for the record, you guys, because I think I've made this clear, because I've been very honest. Um, if I had been told or given any hints that the cookie shop was involved, I promise to God, I would have said something. I've never been told that the cookie shop was involved. And even when I was talking to one of my sources yesterday that was telling me about Cornelius, when they mentioned the two, the how many, whoever it is that's going to be involved, it's not the cookie shop that's going to be indicted when they was mentioning the women, right? So, I know that people like to take my words and twist them and all of that. I've never been told that the cookie shop was involved. I have no reason to try and protect the cookie shop, right? I would never in my life put people in the midst of a line of fire and say that just for views or and put people's lives in danger when I was genuinely never told that the cookie shop was involved, and I think I stood on that. If I would talk about everybody else, why wouldn't I talk about the cookie shop, right? So I never been told that Raven was involved, anybody in the cookie shop. Don't y'all know that they pull Young Dolph's phone records? What Young Dolph was, whoever Young Dolph was talking to, they know exactly who he was talking to because they pulled the phone records and the transcript. And if it had been Maurice Senior, he would have been on the stand, right? If he had called him or had been talking to him. So, I was never told that, and so I had people sending me messages. And I know everybody has a difference of opinion. I don't have an issue with what other people think. What I do is I have an issue with when people like to try and twist my words, you know, um, and I probably would not have said anything because I know oftentimes when people try and twist your words, it's to try to get you to tell them exactly who it was that they said was going to be indicted. But I don't know who the women are. I don't know them. Okay, but I do know that nobody they're adamant about nobody in that cookie shop, okay? They're adamant about nobody in that cookie shop was involved. So, yeah, I cannot, as a human being, I cannot be accusatory and blame people and put their lives in danger. When, hey, I was told from credible people from day one that they were not involved. I had to say something because I don't want my words to be twisted and be putting people's lives in danger when Cornelius told you everything, right? Cornelius told you everything. He told you what he knew from the standpoint and it was corroborated because there are camera lights on every single light in Memphis. There are camera lights on every single light. They know at what point they started following him. So the only reason that they were accepted that statement from Cornelius was because you heard what Cornelius say. They know I had to tell the truth because they already know. There are camera lights in Memphis on every single light. So they knew that when Cornelius said that, it corroborated with what they saw when they pulled those camera lights video. So as far as Makeda's cookies, I was never told that Makeda's cookies was involved. I was never told that anybody in that cookie shop was involved. In the very beginning, you know, when I didn't know a whole lot, I always told y'all I was like, I don't know who worked in that cookie shop, right? Because there was a lot of information that even with people telling me stuff, I was still limited to. They didn't tell me a whole lot. Just like when I was talking to the person yesterday, it was really vague about even what was going on with Cornelius, although something is going on with him. That's why they said enough to let me know that people are still stupid enough to be trying to take money to try and get somebody out the way. Cornelius ain't nobody's problem at this point. He's told everything, but I guess what the fear is I'm talking about as far as anybody else on the outside because he's already told everything. Okay. Um, whatever it is, and why the reason I say he ain't nobody's problem because these folks been working on whatever they've been working on for 2 years, almost going on. It would be 3 years, probably coming up around January to March. How in the world would anybody ever feel like, unless they're just mad and want to take him out? But I think it's a fear of what he may, what they think somebody may have told him. Cornelius told just about everything that he knew, right? So, as far as the cookie shop, when I said that I was told that a couple women were going to be indicted, the person wasn't talking about nobody in that cookie shop. I don't know who the women are. Don't ask me, but they weren't talking about nobody in the cookie shop. So I've stood on that. I don't know nobody in that cookie shop. So I don't have a reason to try and protect anybody in that cookie shop, right? So I think that it is a lot of malice when people try and twist your words, right? To try to make what they say more credible. Don't twist my words. Okay, but if you gonna make me tell it, he wasn't the person I was talking to wasn't talking. Whoever it is, whoever the women are, they probably look at the videos. They know who they are. I'm sure they know. I'm sure one of them been knowing now for probably over a year. Huh. Never know if they trying to work out some deals or something. But anyways, y'all, I had to put that out there. I listen, right? They've been saying for the longest. When I told y'all that them people didn't have in the cookie shop. Okay, but let me play devil's advocate. The cashier body language was a little sus. What if Smith only told what he knew? Or the next indictment's federal coming from Shelby County? Great face me. We'll talk. We'll email me. Email me, Great Face. Let's see. Ashley says, Tony P, and she deserves where she's headed. She is too grown and out of pocket. Good on you to clear them folks' name. That's dope. Yeah, I cannot be a part of nothing like that. I say it's a couple women that are going to be indicted. They are. You never know. The women probably already know, especially one of them. You just never know because people get to working behind the scenes, trying to you know, tell what they know or something. I don't know. Ramona says, Tamara, you got 19,400 views yesterday. Yeah, I'm sure. They listening. And the two women that's they probably listening too. But I don't know who they are. Listen, I don't know who they are. I just know that uh, listen, they always told me the people at the cookie shop ain't had nothing to do with nothing. So I cannot be a part of people twisting my words to try to corroborate whatever it is. People can say what they want to say, but I just have and I don't have an issue with folks, believing whatever they want to believe. Because there are quite a few vloggers that I respect on here. It's some I don't. I was listening to a vlogger yesterday, I believe, and I respect him. I do. I respect him, and he has a difference of opinion, and that's cool. I don't think he has any malice or anything, but some of these other ones do. Um, that like to twist your words and stuff. Some of them, some of the vloggers that they were saying, I've never had any contact with people can say whatever they want to say on their vlog. I ain't got no issues with that. Um, but when you start, I have to clear things up, especially when it comes to I really believe that those people, people are now trying to put it on the young lady. From what I can see, the young lady ain't called nobody. Folks trying to put a phone in her hand. There was no audio on the video, so folks don't know she was engaging with Marcus. Marcus was up at the counter, y'all. And the people in the courtroom, I really wish that I had a media pass. I really wish that I had gone. I had gotten up early um, to go. And my mother had called me at about laid my suit out. I had my asked Miss Diane. I went and got me I said I got plenty of suits, but I went and got me another sharp black suit. I was like, I'm stepping up in that courtroom and I'm gonna get some accurate information because I had already made contact with the person to be able because wanted to take my cameras in there, but they had already told me that they was going to it was one media that they was going to allow in and everybody else would feed off of it. And so when I was told that people were calling, talking about they was gonna do this and this and this and that at the 201 Popular Building and Courthouse. Um, what happened was it made them amp up security. There was a lot of plainclothes, and the Channel 3 lady could attest to that. I told y'all it would be, and they made you go through two security things. Metal detectors when you first came in and even when you got up on the seventh floor before you ever even came in the courtroom for the safety of the families and the safety of they didn't even have to really pull out, thank God, in this trial. In this trial, no witnesses or nothing. Um, and which was, I'm sure that that was, a relief for them at this point. But so I didn't go. My mother called me early that morning. I wish you just wouldn't go down to that courthouse. I just wish you wouldn't go down there. And so I thought about it. I was like, I'll wait and I'll go the next day. But after we started, vlogging on it, he says, I'm bogging on how he even got his car in Memphis. Somebody saw something. Hey, TB21. So, were there more people involved? Yeah, it was more people involved, but I don't think y'all gonna ever hear the cookie shop was involved. I'm just gonna tell you that now. You're gonna hear about more people being involved, but it won't be the cookie shop. I can almost guarantee you it won't be the cookie shop. Um, you got a praying mama. If she say don't go, yeah, I didn't go. I didn't go. So I thought about. I was like, well, I'll go Friday, maybe Friday or something like that for the reading of the verdict. And my mind told me, I was like, well, if they come back with that verdict in a matter of hours, it's going to be guilty because everybody knows. That's why Straight Drop's attorney started looking, his veins almost looked like it was popping out of his head because when the judge came in and said, we have a verdict, he knows as a experienced defense attorney that when the verdicts are quick like that, um it's always a guilty verdict. 95% of the time when they're really quick, quick is always guilty. If they deliberate for a few days, you start to get worried, and the defense attorney is always happy, right? Because it means that they're undecided. It could be a hung jury, or not guilty, right? So the defense attorneys start getting happy when they start deliberating for days and days, right? But when it's a quick verdict, it's usually always a guilty verdict. I'd be so happy when they get oh, because he's jealous. Yeah, what they did to that man was it was just heinous in nature. And I think a lot of people, a lot of people that thought because Straight Drop didn't talk, they thought because he didn't talk that they were in the clear, right? Mm. I don't, it ain't, they ain't in the clear. They're not in the clear. Do you think the woman he was supposedly with earlier in the week is involved? Well, I think, I think that, I don't, you know what? I don't know. I don't even know. So Juke got killed for non-payment. Will they be able to link Gotti and CMG? Well, if you listen to the district attorney, um, the district attorney kept referencing that Big Juke was CMG, but he was a second in charge. And he was saying that for a reason. He's the second head in charge, the second man in charge. And he kept saying that for a reason. And that was to let the jury know that even though he was the second man in charge, there is a first man. There's somebody that is over him. And usually, if somebody is going to promise somebody a record deal, even with you being the second man in charge, it has to be agreed upon by the first man. So, I mean, I think he set that up pretty for what's to come and all of that. You know, um, wrongful death lawsuits, all that stuff. I was told the lawyer for Straight Drop represented the guy who took out Holly Bobo. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He sure did. And that guy was convicted. But he played a lot of games. I think that guy is getting ready to he won an appeal or something. So he's pretty good about getting appeals because he played a lot of games in court. So he knows how to play them so that he can. Because now, understand now, Straight Drop's attorney used to be assistant district attorney for Shelby County. Okay, he used to be assistant district attorney for Shelby County, so he knows how to play games. Um, to get um appeals through pretty quick. Okay. Thought Holly Bobo's case was I thought I don't know if Shelby County, I thought Holly Bobo was in another county. I didn't think that Holly Bobo, even though she was in Tennessee, I didn't think that she was in her I don't think she was in Shelby County. I don't know why blogger saying Juke was number two, but he was. He won number one. Um Now that's real talk, straight drop from Tamra. Tell it, Tams. Are we going to hear about the others who were on the screen to confirm the hit was complete? I told you I was told that there were people. Now I was told we see that there wasn't, but I was told that there were other people on the scene, like on the scene of the cookie shop, on the scene of the church's chicken, because I do know, like right after it happened, there was a police cam, but we saw that there was not right. Like when things somebody tell me something and it ain't right, I'm woman enough to admit it, right? So we saw that there was no other cars, but I was told that there were other cars on the scene of the cookie shop, the church's chicken lot, and some another lot next door or something. Um, the dog video in the yellow was from he made the video about him going to Makedas for chocolate chip cookies with Raven. Marcus and Dolph going into Makedas was edited. Oh Lord. So now they're trying to say that the police, yeah, somebody had said that, but let me just say this, you guys. When I worked for Memphis Police Department, and I worked there for a lot of years, um, they don't edit no video. They don't edit no video. When they get the video, when they, in situations like that, the police get the video, the district attorney immediately gets a copy of raw footage, right? That's the first thing that they do on homicides. I think I told y'all, I said, you guys, there are other people like every week, once a week, they had to, the chiefs and the police director was directly involved, which is why you saw her run out there on that scene with Teasy. It's gonna be interesting to see what that was about. To collect some stuff as it relates to Teasy's person, right? Like his phones and stuff like that was on his person. But I said that once a week, what ended up happening was they had to give an update on the case. The um the brass, which would be the chief and police director, the brass of the Memphis Police Department was very much involved because of the interest that the public had, how high profile the case was. There was pressure on them to ensure, and because the federal government has been involved. One of the things I think I told y'all about a case, when people say, well, the feds ain't involved, I said, if one thing I like about Chief the Memphis police chief, CJ Davis, is that she does not have the ego of a lot of male, and I loved Mike Rollins to death, right? But a lot of male police chiefs, they don't really, if it's not the feds don't have a reason to be involved, they don't really want them involved. They say we can solve the case by ourselves. They kind of go back and forth that the feds think they better than us, this and that. The FBI, I've worked up there when I've seen investigators and FBI agents flat foot get into it about who had jurisdiction over the case. Okay, this is my case. You can't tell me what to do, right? They had issues with the FBI because the FBI has unlimited access to certain things. Higher technology always did. They would be a lot secretive and not tell the investigator until later, right? Um, and so, right, he knew he was going. Yeah, he knew. But I think I told y'all that the FBI, if the local police department goes to the FBI, even if it's not a federal case at the time, and says, "We need you to partner with us, we need your help," the FBI gets involved. If it's not a federal case, the local agency goes to them and asks them to get involved. They are obligated to get involved. Okay. And before it even turned into a federal situation, that's what she did. Right. So they've been involved from the very start. Um, CMG tried to sneak Ganguly in to represent Straight Drop, but the feds had other plans. Cornelius' lawyer was paid to fight the case, but something happened. So he took Cornelius. Yeah, he told Cornelius to tell the truth. I told y'all, I said the person, one of the people that I talked to said Cornelius said he had been shot. Remember, I said that? I said, and I asked him, did y'all ever take him to medical? He was like, I never saw, whoever the person was like, I never saw no wounds or nothing. I said, well, because the person was like, he would, Cornelius had started talking early. See, I didn't know that they had only given Cornelius $800. Cornelius didn't tell the person that. In the beginning, Cornelius was saying he knew what told was telling the person, I knew what happened, but I wasn't there. Then he changed it to he didn't have no issues with young Dolph. He only did it because he was on drugs. Remember I was telling you all that? And then he tried to say he didn't shoot young Dolph. That's why I know he shot back at Marcus. He did. Because he told that person he didn't shoot young Dolph. He was shooting at Marcus. Um And so then the person started telling me, Cornelius started saying, if they don't do what they supposed, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell everything. He started talking, he, I guess, they said the unaliving in front of the Methodist North Hospital Friday night is probably related to retaliation. A local news guy shared some pics of the victim wearing the CMG chant. Really, I didn't know that. I don't know about that, love. I don't know. Did they show you how Dolph fell in the window with his hands laying perfectly in the window? Cornelius said he hit the window 22 times is a slap in the face. We dumb not stupid Rico come. Yeah. I saw that video. It kind of messed me up when it first happened. I'm such a sensitive person. Y'all see how I get on here be boohooing and stuff sometimes because I'm sensitive about our community, right? And so, even though I might cuss a nigga out, I still, have a passion for my commit. I feel like as people, we're all equal, anyways. But I understand what has happened in our community, right? And so it really breaks my heart to see a lot of the stuff that is going on. So even when I be cussing folks out, it don't take away from the love that I have for the African American community, right? Which is my community. Um, so um He says, I saw a chain with a C, not a CMG. I can't do so when I saw that video, when they first played it, if I had been sitting in court, see the reason that the judge went to break early is because his family, when they saw that video, they started breaking down. Okay, when she looked and saw them breaking down in court, because they saw it from the very start when he walked up and started spraying him in his back. He fell and he kept spraying him as he was falling. Even we saw that part, right? I saw it when he fell back and his arm went out, fell out the window. That even did something to me. I do understand what you're saying because a criminal investigation goes deeper and deeper every single minute. There was a lot of you have to understand what have I always said from the very start when I started vlogging on this case. I said the federal government drains the swamp. Didn't I always say that? I said the federal government drains the swamp. Yeah, it's a lot of money involved, and the federal government is not going to stop until they follow that money trail and drain it, right? And what else did I tell you? I said, you guys, I was told that by one of my friends that one of the, the agents had said, ain't nobody spending no hit money but the lawyers. Who's been spending the hit money in this case? Because they sure haven't been the lawyers. And I'm sure it's some more lawyers, because as soon as whoever these lawyers are, these folks start trying to retain these lawyers and stuff. When they know that it's involving the Young Dogs case, it's gonna start at 50 or 100. It's gonna start at 50 or 100 retainers fee. So I think now, Straight Drop has been convicted. Um we know what's going to happen with Cornelius. I don't know what's going to happen with Orange Mound Quit yet. We know probably what's going to happen with the others, right? But I think this process now that we're now moving into is the process of Operation Drain the Swamp. Okay, so what's going to start happening is you're going to start seeing a lot of the people with the money start getting lawyers, because I think we're in phase 2, which is Operation Drain the Swamp for real. So follow the money, and then you drain the swamp. That's kind of what the federal government do, right? When they're dealing with um operations where you're talking about hitmen and people hiring hitmen, and there's a lot of money. The way that they dismantle that is the federal government, as I've always told you all, it's real messed up to go up against an organization that can't run out of money. Their money is limited, right? They go print up their money, I guess, if they want to. Even anybody can run out of money, but to go up against an entity that cannot run out of money, you can't win. That's why they have a really big conviction rate. You can't win against something that can't run out of money. That's a scary thing, anyways, right? Because what they do is they'll keep you in court and drain your resources. We in Operation Drain the Swamp. That's the operation we're in right now. And then they whoop your ass raggedy. That's when you start seeing plea deals and stuff like that. Because most lawyers gonna leave when they can't be paid no more, right? Um, Duke Man says, yeah, they say homie got some body under him. I'm missing the comments, you guys. I'm sorry. You trying to put me on the spot, like, yeah, but back to what I was saying about the cookie shop. Yeah, I've never in my life never since this situation has been going on. I was always told that he was followed. I was never told that the cookie shop was involved. I was never told that they were involved. And now we see Cornelius, he never said that the cookie shop was involved. Um, Whoever it was that Young Dolph took that call from, they pulled his phone records and stuff, right? So I guess for me, I cannot, some people I guess try to twist my words, because I had people too when I said on the vlog I did last night that I heard a couple women were gonna be indicted. They did tell me that yesterday. I mean, that's what they told me. Somebody told me that I was talking to, so but they weren't. I don't think they weren't talking about nobody in that cookie shop. Um, bet they knocked them down one by one. Oh, for sure. So, um, I tell you. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to make sure, because I don't want people, I don't want my words and stuff twisted. I ain't putting nobody's life or business in danger. Okay. Um, when those people, I told y'all from the start that and I'm gonna tell y'all another thing that happened. Straight Drop's attorney. See, Judge Coffey was probably gonna give Straight Drop 40 years. He probably would have given him 40 years. Straight Drop's attorney was playing games, and I see, hey, as an attorney, I see, they was constantly having to give him retainers fees. I guess the people that was paying him said, we want you to show us you doing something. So he started messing with Judge Coffee to make it look like that he was doing something. So he got Straight Drop removed out of that courtroom, right? They want to say, well, he got him his phone privileges right back. He was going to get them back anyways. He was already going to get his phone privileges back. So that attorney didn't get it back for him. He was going to get them back anyways, you know? Um, but I mean, she didn't play no games. She didn't waste no time. So he took him out of Judge Coffey's courtroom playing games. But now I don't have any doubts that he'll be able to, try to, get an appeal or something like that. But Straight Drop's case is, because that's what he's known for. Straight Drop's case was cut and dry and straight to the point. There were no that he was moved out of Judge Coffey's courtroom. So what it started all over again with a fresh start when he got him removed from Judge Coffey's courtroom and moved in Jennifer Johnson's courtroom. She kind of, people were saying, we were all saying, well, she's a little lenient, but you have to understand these attorneys have worked together. She know his practices, she know what he does. It means nothing to go outside of Shelby County and get jurors, right? Now, I was told that they had been had those jurors from since around May when they were supposed to go to they was on standby. They already knew, right? You don't just go and interview jurors a few days before or the day before, right? Now, what I couldn't understand was why would Straight Drop's attorney ever go and get majority white jurors, because they don't have any understanding of the rap culture, anything like that. No, they ain't empathetic either, really. You take the risk of them definitely not being empathetic, and then they got them from around, they claim the Nashville area. I was told they got them from around like Jackson, Tennessee, and the Covington area, something like that. But hey, I digress. I don't know. But you take a risk of that. You go and he's an experienced attorney and let it be a majority white jury when you know it wasn't gonna be no empathy. That's kind of weird right there, which it turned out the way that it should have. But I'm just looking at it from a defense attorney stance. No other defense attorney would have ever wanted that or allowed that. That's kind of weird within itself. But hey, I digress. Modified videos was showed from, oh Lord. Um, the judge didn't even lecture drop before the sentence, and she was like, jurors are selected way before a court date is absolutely. Yes, they are. So I can understand they was protecting the jurors, right? They didn't want no jury tampering. They didn't want, and I can see them not saying exactly where the jury came from. Nobody really needs to know. Well, I don't, that's just what I was told. They could have came from out of any county. So there won't be jury tampering. We saw on the internet they already was trying to do witness tampering, right? They said, "How is Quest staying safe?" I don't know. That. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That is one situation that I can't get nobody to drop nothing, not hardly. I can't get them to hardly say nothing to me about Quest, and I think it's because everything is sealed. The people that I do know is very vague about it, and the ones that would work around it, like around that DA's office, they don't know because everything is sealed. The people that I know, like I don't know the district attorney like that or anything like that. So, straight drop attorney knew that they were going to lose, and it's all about the money. I just looked up Govan Hernandez. I didn't know he pulled over 3 months ago in South Haven. He was. Was he pulled over? I think he was pulled over. Duke May right. How he around Moneybag. I peeped that too. Who's around Moneybag? There is no phone records because it was told in a meeting. That's why they have meetings. There is still a lot involved you won't be told about. That's how deep it is. Sorry, something's still not right. It normal for a defendant to take the stand and say they aren't testifying? Yeah, it is. So that they could put it on record, so that he can't play games and say, well, a reason to try and get the conviction overturned and all of that. They make him take the stand and put it on record that he decided not to testify, because that would be a way for him to try to get the conviction thrown out and all of that. It says Govan's supposed to be in the house. Um, Duke Bag was cool with the cash. Then Brett Gang, Lil Cuz, man. I want to show you all something. I want to show you all something. This is Hernandez Govan. Hold on. Now I don't know. I was told that this was a couple months. So this was like right around the time I'm told that like right before Young Dolph was assassinated, he was hanging around, CMG artists and Bread Gangs artists. We see that. Okay, we see that. Moneybag Yo likes to send his people to threaten you when you bring him up. I don't know why. He on house arrest. Yep, it seems all Quit want to do is get some money and gamble. Moneybag, I don't know why you like to do that, because what I do is I send it to the FBI. So don't have your people to threaten me no more, okay? Sam's Eyes TV says, yep, it seems all Quit want to do is get some money and gamble. Ashley says, facts at I am She Johnson, our sports betting with the cash. So, anyways, y'all, I want to open the lines up, okay? I want to open the lines up and let you all. I got to charge my phone. Y'all, my phones don't even be charged. Thank you, Joy Loves God, for the $20 super sticker. Says Tamra, you have done an amazing job. Thank you for being you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, bearing with me and putting up with me, because y'all know we could be emotional and all that. They said, Miss Tigo, look at when Craig Pettis was arrested and look how they used the informant in the case. They real smooth with it. Okay. Um, did you send that to me, Gray Face? Cynthia says, just get Ari to beat his ass like she do anyways. Somebody told me that they think that somebody told me it'd be Ari, the one that be on here trolling for him. I don't know though. Hold on, y'all. Let me charge my. Let me get my phone so that you all can start calling in. But y'all, I was never told that the cookie shop was involved. Okay, And the people that I know have had maintained that. And even when I brought up a couple women, I was told a couple women is going to be indicted. They were. I don't think the person was talking about the cookie shop. As a matter of fact, I know they weren't. I don't know who the women are, but I don't think they weren't talking about the cookie shop. You all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, Miss T, even Al Prophet, another YouTuber, about her business. No, I think Al Prophet is a male. Says, yeah, Miss T, even Al Prophet, another YouTuber, mention you out of respect. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I mixed your message up. Looking, it's moving so fast. Or did I see it? Yeah, Miss T, even Al Prophet, another YouTuber, mention you. Where did I get that from? About her business. I'm just seeing stuff. Yeah, shout out to Al Prophet. I saw that he had mentioned me, and I appreciate that. I saw, it's good when somebody sees something on your channel or whatever. And I think that's how it should be. It does not hurt if you get something from somebody's channel to say where to reference where you got it from. And he's good about that. So I appreciate that so much. I like Al Prophet. Um Ari, he does a lot of documentaries on like mobsters and stuff. It's just weird how the cashier neatly put those cookies down and didn't say a word. Thank you, I am She Johnson. She says, "We love you, T. I love you guys too. I appreciate that so much, I am She Johnson. I love you guys too for choosing my channel, for rocking with me, all that good stuff." Sam's Eyes TV says, "Cookie shop could have been the dollar store, Shell station, ice cream place. The killers were so sloppy, right? It could have been anywhere. It could have been a Walmart." Um, but what I was getting ready to say is there was no audio. We didn't hear the audio. So how can people say with the girl, she had a mask on her face? How can people say, and it was so fast. Cornelius did it so fast. You heard what Paul Hagerman said when they had Young Dolph security up on the stand. The man voice started to crack when they showed the video of Young Dolph getting hit. And he said, Paul Hagerman said it was fast. He said, yeah, it was fast. He said it was. It was fast. Cornelius said when he ran up there and saw him standing by the door, he just started spraying. I mean, it happened so fast. It scared the hell out of the girl, as it would scare anybody. She was engaging with Marcus. We don't know if she said screamed or said, "Oh my God," or what. Facts, there are no gunshots and no audio. Um, she was stopped herself. Her heart was jumping, and she was just trying. Right, anybody would have been trying to get away. You have to understand. That's why I say, even some of the same people said the same thing about Marcus. How come they didn't kill Marcus? Yeah, look, y'all don't get me started because y'all know how I get now. I don't like the South Memphis to come out of me. Okay, they talked about that boy like a dog. Okay, when what Marcus did, a lot of those dudes they wouldn't have did. They'd have been trying to run and hide up under a table or something. That boy was letting go of shots when he had already unloaded with his weapon when he ran out of the cookie shop. He ran out there. Everybody else would have been trying to wait until till the coast was clear. That boy ran outside while those folks were still on the parking lot to get his weapon. Nobody else would have did that. They would have waited until they pulled off of the parking lot. I think up under the circumstances, the pressure, the shock, the ambush, I don't think a lot of people, I would say 90% of people would have froze up, but he didn't do it. He took care of business. She stared at the shooters and made her move knowing what they was coming to do. Oh Lord. That girl ain't had nothing to do with that. Y'all, that girl in the cookie shop ain't had nothing to do with that, okay? I can't let people spam my chat with that. The girl in the cookie shop did not have anything to do with that. Yes, Marcus slid for his brother. That's exactly what he did. The gun overpowered him. He didn't know what kind of power. I mean, when Cornelius was running up to the window, I mean, the gun was overpowering him. Then it looked like he couldn't even hardly hold it. It was too heavy for him. So, I mean, he just didn't do it. He just a clown. It really bothers me that a 1 cent, a bunch of 1 cent Negroes would take out a 7-figure man. A bunch of 1 cent Negroes took out a 7-figure man that was helping, that could have really helped to generate. Everybody in Memphis ought to be mad. Okay, I'm a Memphian. God damn it, I could say it. Everybody in Memphis ought to be mad because it takes somebody with money to help to start generating money. Memphis is an impoverished city. I know because it's my city. So we had somebody who felt like he had an obligation to the people that helped to put him on, because before these rappers, regardless to what city that they come out of, before they ever even make it big, okay, before they ever make it big, it is their city that helped to put them on, because we're the ones that go into them hole in the wall clubs and stuff and show them the support. Shout out to Memphis in the building, okay? When you come into the building and you from Memphis, let me know what area you from, because I'm from out of South Memphis, okay? But any area. I got family all over the Memphis, okay? So when you got somebody like Young Dolph that's helping to put young dudes on, that ain't giving them no sharky contracts, that's showing them how to truly generate generational wealth, that helps to keep money circulating in the city, because it's people that make money off of their city, and I'm talking about in the city now, and don't give a damn dime back. They don't have to put no technical schools. They don't work with the politicians to do anything but try to brown nose with them, so that when they send their folks out to ruin lives, that they can try to pull some strings to make sure they don't do no time. They're not putting anything back in the community to help to generate no generational wealth in the cities that help to make them rich. So everybody in Memphis ought to be mad at what happened to Young Dolph. Number one, it was just a sucker thing that they did. It never should have even happened. But then you go and take away somebody that's helping to put money to help to create generational wealth, help to make these little dudes wealthy, the real wealthy way, not the fake way, but to generate some wealth so that they can have to take care of their families and things of that nature. Yes, everybody should be mad, especially considering Memphis is an impoverished city. That's why I say people, he says, South Memphis, Trigg, and Gaither. Shout outs. I had an auntie lived on Trigg, and I had an auntie that lived on Bulletin, which is right up the street from Trigg. And let's see. I had some people that lived on Roanoke. I had some friends that lived on Taylor and Parkway. Um, Whitehaven, Bearwater, Greenlaw. Where Greenlaw is, Greenlaw Park, Orange Mound. Shout out to Orange Mound. Um, I see they in here deep. I be loving it when I see, you know. So a lot of the people that are from Memphis understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that our city is really in a state of emergency because poverty ignites crime. And so that's why I say Shelby Drive. Shout out to Shelby Drive and Mill Branch. I when we moved from out of South Memphis, that's the area That's kind of like the area that I didn't, let's see, Shelby Drive and Mill Branch. I was around that area all the time because when we left Clementine, we moved to Twinkletown, over there where DJ Paul and Ricky was living at. Um, he says, South Memphis Walker and Green. Shout out to South Memphis Walker and Green. I'm thinking about the Walker homes. Um, Third and Mitchell. Shout out to Third and Mitchell. Third and Mitchell. I know exactly where that is. So that's why I say that these people can attest to, these other Memphians in here can attest to. Shout out to Danny Thomas. That's down there, that's right down there by 201 Poplar. 201 Poplar one Danny Thomas runs across that. Twinkletown. You came up. Yeah, we came up, love. We came up. We came up. So that's why I say people should be mad about it. Has to be some repercussions when people gun down our leaders, within our communities. Young Dolph, even if people didn't like his, we get caught up on personalities. We get mad at people when they don't finesse us. It's sad, but if people like being finessed, well, I don't like the way that nigga said that. Yeah, but he told you the truth though. He told you the truth. He told you the truth that's gonna help you. You want somebody that's gonna finesse you all the time, they fucking you raw. He said it nice. Yeah, yeah, look, bro, we gonna get money and this, and that. We brothers, this, and they fucking you raw. But young dog tell you, you gotta have the work ethic, you gotta get it. You can't be doing this, and that. We're gonna get it like that all the time. You creating some generational wealth though. People got to stop wanting to be spoon fed and want a damn titty in their mouth all the time. They want to be so. Oh, okay, guys, stop me because y'all know how I get. Um, my family all over. My family is all over too. My dad was raised up in North Memphis. My dad family moved to Whitehaven when my dad was 17. So he had already grown up in North Memphis. Let's see, the Bay Area in Raleigh. Shout out to the Bay Area in Raleigh. David Powell says Cornelia said they circled the block and did not see Dolph get out the car. How can that happen in 1 minute? Go back and check the video. No, he said that. He said that they didn't see him get out the car. He said it. He did say it. He said they didn't see him get out the car. He said they saw him pull into the cookie shop and they circled the block because they was at the light, remember? Hey Tam Queen, yeah, it's Sunday. He came across the light, pulled into the cookie shop, and they circled the block. It don't take, but I think behind that cookie shop is I had an auntie Leah back there too for many years on Joy Lane. And but I think that it's Joy Lane that runs right back there behind that cookie shop. I'm not sure, but I do know that street is back there. So it don't take but a minute to circle the block and go down running them little streets like they did and come back up and come and pull into that lot. CSMC says he said he seen him through the window. That's what he said. He said he got out. They saw his car. He got out and ran up. He said, "Open up the line." I am my phone charging up. My phones don't never be charged. They charging right. It's charging right now though. He says the girl was in shock. She ran for safety. She didn't have time to think. So stop putting blame. What blame anybody do if you saw people jump out the car with weapons? Folks was trying to say that the girl had a phone in her hand. That damn girl ain't have no phone in her hand. That girl was up there working. Looked like she was, might have been cleaning the counter. She was doing what cashiers would do, that man the front of the store behind the counter. She was moving around. She saw that they were, the customers had pulled up. That girl ain't called nobody. Ooh, listen, Cornelius said they was on their way to Westwood to try and take out any artist that they could take out. That's what he said. They was on their way to Westwood. They was getting ready to hit that expressway and go to Westwood. And I'm happy. Really, I'm gonna just say this. I didn't want anything to happen to any of the other artists, but I really wish they had made it to Westwood. If Cornelius, that is the reason why they got Cornelius. Okay. They got Cornelius because they knew what areas all of the turkeys had was they was going. I'm telling you, I was told that they had their eyes on him that Monday and he had too many people around him. I maintain that that's what I was told. So we saw that he was over at the cancer center that Monday. So they go get Cornelius to send him into Westwood. They on their way to Westwood. Now, don't you know if they had went over there to Westwood, Jay Fizzle was giving out turkeys. If they had made it over there to Westwood, they was gonna air that car out. Nobody else would have wanted to go take a hit in Westwood. Not only that, he was gonna be shooting into a crowd, probably hitting innocent babies and people trying to hit at one of those artists. And I'm sure Fizzle and them gonna have a lot of people around. They was gonna rip them to shreds in Westwood. Ain't nobody dumb enough to try to go to Westwood where Fizzle and all his guys are to try to take a hit. So they go get a crackhead to do it. They go get a crackhead to do it. Them boys was gonna air that car out if they had got to Westwood. So that's why even though they probably were never said that's why they was so happy that they called Young Dolph. He didn't have a bunch of dudes around him. They was too coward to try to shoot at him that Monday because they said he had a bunch of dudes around him. They knew they was gonna air that car out that day. I'm trying to figure out what did they have. I know he was at the cancer center on that Monday. What was the turkey drive at? Where did Young Dolph have that turkey drive at? I mean, what was the turkey drive at on that Monday? Because they was having one every day. Yeah, shout out to Magnolia and Pepper Tree. They would have not made it out of Westwood because the young mob territory also. He was the big fish. They was happy when they saw, yeah. And they was relieved because at that point they saw he didn't have a lot of cars behind him. Y'all, what was the turkey drive? Rest in peace, young dog. What was the turkey drive gonna be held at that Monday? Because the day after young Dolph, unfortunately, the day after he was assassinated, I do know that it was in Castelia. I do believe because I remember Snoop and Woo um being on the news. And you could tell it was so sad looking at them giving out those turkeys, trying to carry on. You could tell that his artists were in shock. Like you could just tell that they were not okay. Um, them boys. So they changed the narrative about daughter's birthday so it wouldn't be premeditated for a death penalty. It was turkey drives all week. I think Kenny's was Monday in Midtown. Okay, so they had one in Midtown, which would have been down there by that cancer center. So evidently, young Dolph had Kenny money in them. Was more than likely around him that day, if that's so. Because I think the cancer center that he was at was around the Midtown area, Midtown downtown area. So y'all, they was just intending to. They wanted to try to get him Monday. That didn't come out because I don't think Cornelius was. I don't know if Cornelius was with him. According to his testimony, he wasn't with him. He was only with him that Wednesday. and Snoop and Woo was on the day after. Yeah, shout out to Marcus. They need to name a street after him. They need to name a street after Marcus. Cause I look at him as being a hero. He was. He did everything he could for his brother. Yes, he did. They said social media opened up the opportunity for people to really see how rotten and evil people are in real life. They accuse the cookie shop publicly, but won't publicly apologize. Yeah, it don't take nothing for them to apologize. I was constantly trying to say, you don't put people's lives in danger like that. That's just evil in my eyes. I can't do that. I was never told, ever, ever, ever told. Anybody that's been here with me from day one know what I said. I said I was told that he was followed. People was getting mad at me. You must be related to the cookie shop, and that's why I was cussing their ass out like dogs. If I tell you bitches that I work for the police department and I got friends there, Lord excuse me, that just slipped out. I ain't mean to call nobody bitches, okay? Not y'all, okay? But if I say I work for the police department, all right. And they was telling me that the cookie shop was not in I said I said nobody ever told me credible that the cookie shop was involved. People was getting mad at me because they wanted me to support their narrative. Okay, I was calling out those channels from beginning of the BS, calling out the cookie shop. Yeah, they was wrong for that. Hey, people can think whatever they want to think, and I'm not. I don't want all of. I'm just saying, some of the ones I know that some people genuinely just didn't know. Okay, some people genuinely just did not know. But there were some that absolutely did it with malice and hopes. That these are the ones I have issues with. Those that did it with malice in hopes that they could get somebody to go and air out their cookie shop. That's evil to me. Those that were saying this is what, because they didn't have all of the information, it's easy for people to feel a certain way. Go, well, I think this, because they don't know. But those that was doing it in hopes, okay, that they could go and get somebody to take out the people in that cookie shop. Those are the channels that I had issues with. Um, those who talked about it, backdoor widows and liars. Yeah. Moral of the story: Doc was a real man. He mad them look bad and jealousy. Y'all know that's the thing that bothers me so much is that young Doc was taken out because of jealousy. That's all that it boiled down to. That's all that it boiled down to. And that's what's so sad. That's all that it boils down to is jealousy. That's why I always say jealousy is cruel and deadly as the grave. That's what the Bible says, and that's what's true. Jealousy gives birth to everything evil, and jealousy gave birth to a spirit that went and took young Dolph out, and it's very unfortunate. Okay, y'all, my phones are charged up. Let's see. I think it'll. Cause see, sometimes they'll cut off. It'll cut off. What really pissed me off is a lot of bloggers that's not from Memphis want to speak on Memphis, telling lies, talking about they have sources in Memphis. Hmm. They wanted to discredit the Memphis bloggers. I guess it was disappointing to me when I saw some Memphis vloggers going with certain narratives that they knew were not true. Because everybody in Memphis knew what had happened to Young Dog. Regardless of whether they spoke on it or not, they knew. Pete says he thinks that people are just thinking that stuff was left out of the story. Yeah, some people may think that. It's still and it's a lot. It's still a lot that people don't know. because it's still an ongoing investigation. If we knew everything, it wouldn't still be an ongoing investigation. I would not have been told yesterday that a couple women gonna be indicted. Which is, by the way, which is why I came on today to clear that up. That I wasn't when I said I was told that person that person was not talking about nobody in the cookie shop. Um, hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay, if you all want to call in, I could take some calls for about 30 minutes. The number is 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. Since I got so many of you all in the chat, how many of y'all think that I would like to know what y'all think. Just say yes or no. How many of you all think that how many of you all think that Yo Gotti is going to be indicted? Yes or no? Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you?
Hello?
Hey, turn down your background because there's an echo.
Okay, yeah, hey,
Hey, you doing okay?
yeah, I'm excellent. This is Shaq Burke. We represent from Detroit today.
Hey, shout out to Detroit.
Yeah, so I was calling. I'm trying to see if y'all, do y'all think the dude was really guilty or was it dog?
Do we think that the who was really guilty, love?
Yeah, Justin. Do y'all think Justin really did it?
Yeah, I always felt like he did it. I always said when I was doing my vlogs, that even with the mask and stuff, the face mask and stuff on, it looked like him. Yeah, the bodybuilding and all.
Mm, mm. Cause I'm trying to see if they coming with a different narrative or, you know,
Oh, okay.
um, yeah, so next thing I wanted to ask, so what part of Memphis you from?
South Memphis.
Okay, South Memphis in the building. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Hey, this is Tamara.
If you're looking for
Oh,
new to hunt next year, the Onyx.
I hate this phone acts like that. This app act like that. Hold on, I'm gonna call the person back. Hello? Okay, they hung up. Okay. Okay, you guys, the number is 901-667-0119. 901-667-0119. Um, Brendan says Jay-Z gonna get Biden and the White House to back the FBI off Gotti. Hey, this is Tamara.
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
I can't call it. Man, listen. Okay. Let's just get this out the way. People that keep saying that the man didn't, they didn't see Dolph walk in the cookie shop. Dolph pulled up and sat in that car for 5 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, from at least from 3 to 5 minutes, he sat in that car. Now this is they saw him pull into Makita. They couldn't follow him too close. They Marcus knew they were behind him. They saw him pulling in Makita. They went all the way down to Ketchum, waited on the light, bent that left on Ketchum, bent another left on Joy, looked around. By that time, he was in the store. Don't let these folks trick y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is common sense.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't this ain't MacGyver. This ain't the Fall Guy. This is not the 18. Sometimes the truth is gonna be right in your face.
It's straight to the point. It's cut and dry.
Exactly. And it's so crazy that people will believe somebody that they don't even know over the law enforcement, over the news.
And the person that actually said it, I could see if he tried to disassociate himself from the crime, but who gonna say I was there? I mean, the man admitted what they did.
It's a reason that they let that man give his testimony and then show you video evidence to substantiate everything that he said in his testimony to the T.
Yeah. So what do you think about them trying to blame saying the young lady at the front counter made a phone call? I didn't see her would make no phone call. Did you?
She did not make a phone call. She looked like she's about 5'2", 5'3", about 130 to 140 pounds. And you don't even know how you gonna react if you see a masked man with a Draco coming at you. You don't know what you're gonna do. You gonna tell the people in front of you to get out the way, or you gonna preserve your own life? These are decisions that you gotta make. And can't nobody judge her for the way she reacted. She was trying to stay alive.
Mm-hmm. And I think considering the circumstances, because one of the young lady who answered the 911 call when Marcus called, she says that he was very I mean, it was really sad. You could tell he was frightened, he was hysterical. Of course he would have been. That was an ambush. Anybody would have been.
Hey, and then somebody said, y'all see how she put the cookies on the counter? What the hell do that got to do with anything? Come on, y'all. It's just ridiculous. Some of these theories that we get. But you let a person sit up there and play a video 10 times over till it's embedded in your head, say the same thing over and over. This is called programming. I don't understand it. It's called programming.
Absolutely.
So if anybody say something different, not only are you from business from what you just been programmed, but you mad as hell about it.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
You're absolutely right. Like I said, I work with green screens and stuff. I don't see how they could have taken. They said that was a green screen video of young Doc walking in the cookie shop. I had heard it all at that point. It's one thing for people to make up stuff because but the people that make it up don't believe it. But what shocks me is when they get other people that's supposed to be sane to believe it.
So this thing already. You want to see the whole video. You want to see the gore and everything. Bruh, what do you really want to see? You seen the man walk in. You seen them pull up. You seen them getting served at the counter. You don't need to see nothing else. You want to see this man stretched out in his final state?
That's what they want to see. That's what they want to see.
What is that going to do for you, though? What is that going to do for you? And what is that going to prove? Like, come on, man. What are we really doing?
We saw enough just when Cornelius walked up to that window. I saw him knock him back and his arm. We saw it. We saw it, even though we didn't get to. I mean, we saw it. We saw his arm get. We saw him getting his arm come out that window.
Tory Boone, it was not a computer generated image, bro. Stop it. Just stop it, bro. What the hell are we talking about?
I understand why if young Dolph has young children, what on earth? They showed it in court. It's bad enough his family had to see it. That's all that matters, though. But why would they want that video all over the internet for that to be the last vision that his children see of their father, who they love so much, in their head? Hell, just from what we saw of him getting knocked back and his arm coming out of that window, that was heinous enough.
Right. I don't get it, man. I do not get it.
That's right, High Alert. He said they were told to get any pre-artists that day, and just so happened to see Dolph. End of story. And a lot of people need to listen to Cornelius. He says there was he knew that something was gonna happen, that everybody had a bag on their head, so he knew they was gonna get somebody that week.
Right. It's just like, just because you don't, somebody ain't no way in the hell that they just bumped in the dog. How is it not nowhere in the hell that he just bumped in the dog?
That was the area that the man frequented when he was in Memphis. That was where he grew up at, around that area. So yeah, you could run into him. Everybody knows when he was in Memphis, he was around Castelia.
The hell are we doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's all I had. All control. So you always putting on. You make it look good for Memphis. I appreciate
Well, I appreciate you calling in. And shout out to the Alabama Hitter. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Thank you for calling in, Hitter.
you. Well,
All right, hon. Bye bye. You guys make whoever was calling in, make sure you all call back in. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 people to call in. Okay. Hey, this is Tamara.
yeah, he from DC.
Hey, DC, how you doing out there?
Oh, I'm good. I mean, this situation, it's too many coincidences. You know, you cookie girl been trying to get a deal day one, and seem like everything transpired from that point. You have her to a big boogie concert early on, and it seemed like from that point, that's when all it started going the way that it went. Um, you got her. She's friends with Cornelius on Facebook, and then she deleted that.
Mm-hmm.
You got that situation going on, and you know, from that point, how in the world you going to just coincidentally run into this man coming across the light? It's just too many coincidences.
Well, I guess things can be coincidental, but um, you know, hey, the law enforcement said from the very start that them cookie people didn't have anything to do with that. And I think because it has been put into the atmosphere, and I can respect anybody's feelings of what they feel in their opinion, but I feel like because it has just been put into the atmosphere for so long that it's hard for people to, I guess, believe that they honestly didn't, because this was the theory of quite a few people, right? Cornelius told on everybody. He did. He told on he is some things that didn't even come out in court, right? Because it's still an ongoing investigation, and the cookie people still have not been brought up or implicated in.
The people that he told on, he had no loyalty to, but it seemed like somewhere and within this, between him and the cookie girl, it seemed like they have a relationship. They were on Facebook together, so he has loyalty to her.
Did we ever see them though, love? Did we ever see them communicating on Facebook? Because I have 4,000 friends on Facebook that I don't even know.
I mean, I get it, it's safe, but you needed him, and it was like, some got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you just delete?
Hmm.
Why would you just delete him? And then to me, it seemed like his loyalty is there. They might be real friends, but everybody else, just like you said, was straight drop. he didn't know him that well. You know, he didn't know him that well. He known him for 3 months, and then with I guess the thing with everybody else, he just these were people he was copying from.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you go plot a murder with somebody you don't know at all? You know for 3 months. I'm gonna trust you to do a murder with you. I only know you for 3 months. So
Well, Cornelius said that he had been going out. Cornelius said he had been going to he said, I've gone out to the club with him a few times, and understand now. He said they only been knowing each other 3 months, but I think that was exaggerated because he lived in that neighborhood. So they was in every single day, so they were acquainted with each other.
they might have seen each other around, but I don't think they were acquainted. I think this what it was. He had something to bring to the table. He brought the fact that he can get to the cookie people and they can give him a time that man gonna be there. If that man coming across the light, like right at the time y'all setting up. Right at the time y'all setting up, you just gonna happen to see that man coming across the light. And from the video, it don't even look like they were on the street. It looked like they were on the parking lot. As if they
Now that I know that area. I grew up in South Memphis. I know that area. They came up a side street.
Yeah, they came on the side street, but it just like the other gentleman said, he sat there for a little while. So it wasn't like they were trailing him. They were trailing him. They would have just pulled right up on him. He sat there for a minute. So it was like a call was made to say, "Oh, the man here." That's what it was like.
Okay. Well, everybody has a right to their opinion.
It's just an opinion, but it just looked real suspect. It just looked like his loyalty, Cornelius' loyalty to the cookie people. He didn't want to give them up. That's what it looked like, and that's why he's not involved because he didn't give her up. He had loyalty to her, but nobody else.
Mm-hmm. Well, he sure didn't have no loyalty to nobody else, not even his girlfriend. I would think he'd have more loyalty to his baby mama than Raven, but I appreciate you calling in though, love. Thank you, love. You got okay. Let's see the phone jumping today. Hey, this is Tamara. Hey, you doing okay? Okay, kind of turn your phone up because you're really low.
What about now? Is it better?
I can hear you now.
Oh yeah, the little speaker. But yeah, I'll give my opinion. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, people didn't have nothing to do with that. Like they didn't have people accusing them and all that. And I'm on the outside looking in. I believe that they was like Cornelius said. They was telling them. You know what I'm saying? They were telling them they was looking for him. They didn't know they was gonna find him out. But I mean, his car is not hard to spot. You know what I'm saying? Seen the car exactly like that a couple times in Kansas City. Like when you see that car, you see that car. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. That Lamborghini with the camouflage paint, he could have been spotted anywhere. Like and then tailed and followed, and they executed just like that. I don't think the cookie shop said, "Oh yeah, he's here. Come on up here and kill dog." Somebody who come there and spend bread with them, you know what I'm saying? Spend money with them. Why would they want to take them out? They ain't getting no money from that. The, the thing was 100,000. I'm sure they didn't get nothing from that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, do you agree or you just that's just my opinion,
Well, everybody has their own opinion about it. Like I said, I was told that the cookie shop didn't have anything to do with what happened. With what happened to our young dog.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was with all the blogs putting out their theories, kind of convinced me a little bit. The liars. I ain't gonna even say their names, but the liars that be like, "Oh, the cookie shop people said young golf up, they raised him. She did this, raised she." So they kind of persuaded me a little bit and putting it in your head, like, "Oh, I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, I'm thinking." No, they kind of persuade you. You know what I'm saying? You listen to them, but then when the facts come out and how the story is explained, it all makes more sense. You look at everything. I believe Cornelius is telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If somebody paid me $800 and shortfall me, I get caught up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I might be Cornelius Smith too. Like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? This and that, whoopie whoop. You know what I'm saying? They short ball me, and we got called out. The whole house going down. Everybody going, pay 800, y'all telling everything. And the cookie shop people too. If they was involved, they get done too. You know what I'm saying? But they names ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't put their names in it. If he was telling the whole truth, he would have put that. I mean, not the but if they was involved, like he said. I mean, if you tell the truth, their names would be in it too if they was involved.
Right,
They
right.
didn't come up. They ain't involved. You know, it don't make sense for him to leave out people. If he wanted his whole sitting, the cookie shop people, trust me, they would have been they wouldn't have that cookie shop there. Trust me, that would help his. Just think about it. That'll help his sitting out real good. If the cookie shop people was involved, and oh man, and it was really like that, and he could have snitched like he snitched. They tell me why the cookie shop people ain't names ain't brought up.
Right, right.
It don't make sense. And people even the dude, whoever was on here before, whoever say anything about the cookie shop, just be quiet. Like just be quiet. You just want to put the cookie shop people in it. And me, I'm not even from there. I'm from Kansas City. I'm not even from that city. And I'm I'm vouching for the cookie shop people that they ain't had nothing to do with it. Just off the story and how everything voted and played out. They trying to get innocent people killed. Saying the cookie shop has something to do with it. You could get them killed for no reason.
Right.
Go around, you could get them killed just off these fake blogs and just saying it. The fact is all out. The fact is out. Stop trying to make stuff now. Oh well, I believe that the cookie. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
It just sounds good for them to say that. They want to have some type of positive opinion to make something that sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound good. The truth already done came out. Stop trying to put a whole. That's why I'm saying everything that, like, even with the other situations, the other killings that go on, stuff will come out and people will still say, oh, well, take got killed because of this and this and that. Even though facts come out, people still go, no, he has something to do with this. What his brother set him up, really? But all the facts that come out with all this stuff, and people still gonna go back and go with the fake bloggers that be putting out these narratives, like like for real, like the I'm gonna say his name on this part.
Well, no, no, don't say don't say another blogger's
Don't say
name.
no name, okay?
Yeah, don't say another blogger's name.
I calls and stuff that didn't have nothing to do with it when the fact came out. The fact came out, they ain't had nothing to do with it. So it won't issue no apology at all. Like, don't you if you put people's life on the line publicly and it's wrong, you need to apologize publicly. You need to get on here and say, you know what, my bad, it wasn't this, but just apologize. That's all you gotta do. Just get on here and apologize, say I'm sorry for putting y'all through this when y'all ain't doing this stuff. You know, but that's really all I got. I ain't really got too much to say. I just want to give my opinion on that certain situation now. And if you ever want me to speak on other stuff that I see, because I kind of like to watch.
Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in.
Oh, no problem. I'm just sitting here listening to you.
And where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
Home.
Then you said Kansas City.
Yeah, home of the Chiefs.
Okay, shout out to Kansas City. I got family in Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas.
I fly for the probably know that I've been in Kansas City forever. Now, I'm actually from Chicago, but I've been here like fourth grade on up. Like I've been here since like at least since I was like 8 years old. So I'm more Chicago. I mean Kansas City than I am Chicago.
Right, right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
Can I give a good shout out to my Instagram? Is that okay with you before I go?
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Peter Miles.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Check me out.
All right, hon. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you? Hey, this is Tamara. Are you there? Shit. Hey, this is Tamara. Are you there? This who? Love the phone. The phone jumping. I mean, it's just jump. This is who now?
St. Jack.
Hey, Saint Jack. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. How about okay? I just asked you how you was doing. What's your
Listen, so you never heard about the North and the South in Memphis?
I let me tell you something. I grew up in Memphis. The only thing that was around the time 3 6 Mafia, all of them. There was always competitiveness as far as that's a North Memphis rapper like Frazier Boy. Gotti is a North Memphis rapper. You got the South Memphis rappers. It might have been some, but as far as them taking each other down and killing each other, that never happened. That is what I considered a war. I never knew of them dudes killing and shooting each other.
Okay, I could go for that. Cause see, my dad used to do A&R with the hypnotized minds back in the day, right? So like super big on like Memphis rap. We're not from Memphis, but just because he had that connect when I was growing up, we were really big on the Memphis rap. So that was something that I always seen. And another thing that I just wanted to say to all of the people that's calling in, gotta understand we are sane, thinking, logical individuals. You can't think, for an example, every time logical. I, I thought Raven was have no time to say, oh my God, there's somebody coming. She ran to say.
Right. Right.
I, like I said, I kind of was like, ooh, Raven. But then as time comes out and you start to see some of these people really are trying to clout chase, they trying to get views and likes and clicks and they channel is money time. So whatever a scandal is, they're running with it. But sometimes it's like you said a few calls ago. Sometimes the truth is just cut and dry.
Right.
And they were on their way to Westwood, and they just happened to see that man car. Y'all don't believe that? That makes I mean, it's unfortunate, but it does make sense.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I definitely appreciate it's other people calling it like the line is jumping. So I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate your opinion.
thank you for answering my call, Auntie. We love you.
I love you too. Thank you for calling in.
Okay.
Goodbye. Right, you got. Hey, this is Tamara. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Sam?
What's up?
What's going on? This King Joe calling from. How you doing?
I'm good. I think you got an echo. You listening to your TV or something.
Okay, well, I need to turn the TV down.
Yeah, turn the TV down so you won't have an echo, a feedback.
Hey, how's it?
Good. What's your opinion on this situation?
I think people are they're reading into too much of this situation. So niggas done already told everybody what's basically going on and what basically happened. You don't have to know every little small, you know. But it's just sad. It's just sad that you can actually have millions of dollars and still want to hang in the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. It's sad, especially. I mean, don't get me wrong. Gotta have made so many big moves over the years, and these guys are multi-millionaires. But it's funny how a song can make people hate people so bad. Definitely want to have something done. And don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna actually say that Gotti knew exactly what was gonna happen, but I know for sure that Juke did. And to me, I think that's crazy. You guys are worth you guys are worth millions. And you allowed that feeling. You allowed to get into your feelings and you allowed something to happen of that nature. And then use the crash dummy that's gonna kill and a wannabe rapper to take you out. That's
Right. Right.
I mean, it makes absolutely no sense in the world. But I'm gonna tell you, I thought about this situation. That Mia J's concept.
Yeah. I think the prosecutors laid it out pretty for and those children was he was taken away from his kids. His kids were stripped of him being in their life. So the people that did that and responsible for that should pay for that.
They're going to pay. They're going to pay. They set it up great for a civil suit.
That's exactly what they did.
They set it up great for a civil suit. You got to understand this. Anytime you work for a company and something happens, the company is ultimately responsible. So that means Cook was an employee, CMG, and they were responsible for the demise of Dole. That means CMG is ultimately responsible. DOJ is fixing to be the biggest in the city.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, where are you calling from?
Calling from Birmingham, the tragic city.
Shout out to Birmingham. I have quite a few people to be in the chat from Birmingham. I appreciate you calling in. I'm trying to take as many calls as I can. I appreciate you calling in so much, giving your opinion.
Okay, thank you, Tamara.
Thank you. Hey, this is Tamara. I hear feedback. Turn down your TV, love.
Hello?
Yes, this is Tamara.
How you doing, Miss Tamara?
I'm doing really good.
Yes, I want to come in. I want to call in with a different logic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I think. You know what I'm saying? I'm associated with Memphis. My mother was in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of family in Memphis.
Right.
Okay. Y'all not think it's a possibility that Juke could have been in communication with the people in the Makedas, and they just not had no communication with Drake Drop and his brother, and they just don't know about that part.
But Cornelia says,
if you come to my store and I'm right here to serve you, and I see somebody running through the door with guns, the first thing I'm gonna say, hey, they got guns, and I'm gonna get out of there and get to mine. If I got one, if not, I'm gonna get out.
but we don't know if she said that or not. There was no audio, and she had on a facial mask, so we don't know if she did say it.
Man, that woman got out of the thing pointing nothing.
She didn't have to point. She could have said, "Oh my God!" I mean, it was a shock. Cornelia said as soon as he walked up to that door and saw him, he just started spraying. He didn't look at her. He didn't do nothing. He just saw that yellow shirt and started spraying.
Okay, what about the meeting that Joe Gotti and them had in Miami?
I don't know nothing about. I don't know anything about that meeting. I never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
I never heard of that. I heard people say that no. This is what I heard. I heard people say that Raven was in Miami the same time that Yo Gotti and they were in Miami. What does that prove? Because I've been in the same places with people.
It's actually a video of her and them in the same place in Miami together. It's actually a video of it.
I've never seen that video.
Okay, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Give me about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna get in contact with my people and get this video, and I'm gonna send it right back to you.
Okay, make sure it's not edited.
No, it's gonna be edited. It's gonna be the original video with the timestamp.
Okay.
All right.
All right, hon. Thank you. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you?
Hey, good morning, Tamara.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is JT. It's been a while. I'll talk.
Hey, JT, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing okay. Sitting here looking at your show. Look, I just want to say a few things. I'm gonna get it in, and I'm gonna get off the line. Okay. A lot of the people that get issue with the girl who was at the register, and they saying that she didn't respond in no kind of way and warn her. You just like you mentioned, she did the mask, right?
Right.
Okay, so I can see a lot of these callers they're not from Memphis because hell, I've been in the store and when people get the shoes, don't nobody say nothing. People just start to run.
Yeah, people start running real fast.
See, I mean, they don't ask any question. They just start to run. And so if you're from Memphis, you know, run with them.
Right.
So my thing is this: I would tell a lot of these people that's not from Memphis, they from these smaller towns, and they just don't know how these people in Memphis operate. I mean, they act like there's rules in this game. I mean, there are no rules.
Right.
If they get you, they have to get you, whether you coming out of the store, whether you coming out your home, or wherever they see you. Hell, we just had somebody got deleted at Lincoln North Hospital 2 days
Sure
ago.
did. Sure did. I thought that was last night.
Yeah, a day or two ago. So my point is, Cameron, these folks that not from the city of Memphis, they just don't know this city. If people want you, they coming after you.
Right.
And they don't care who you're with. They don't care if you're with your family. They don't care if you're with your kids. And they don't care who's seeing them. They just gonna do what they're gonna do and they're gonna get gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I had to say, Cameron. I ain't gonna take up too much time. I know people I just want to get that point across.
Well, I appreciate you.
They watch it every day.
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Bye-bye, hon. Okay, you guys, the number is 901-667-0119. Try to keep it to at least 3 minutes because we got a lot of people that's calling in. 901-667-0119. Hey, this is Tamra. Hey, who am I speaking with? Okay, how can I help you, love? No, well, everybody's giving their opinions on what we're talking about.
Talking about thing God is gonna do.
Well, you can talk about that too.
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I think they put a lot of people around here that and everything I thought maybe was they going so they really laid it out. So yeah, I was trying to tell you yesterday. One thing a lot of people be getting wrong. One thing people be getting wrong is it was 2 shootings in out the other late. A lot of times people front of van got shot up 100 times.
Right.
100 and his right hand man got 14 years still ain't getting out.
Right.
On the top. Damn. First shooting was Los Angeles. The dog actually got lost shot. And the fourth shooting when he actually got killed.
Right.
I see a lot of people be having because it's confusing. You have to make. So,
Right.
I know, like y'all been saying, even from the trial, he implemented C&G from the very start. Uh, by saying Duke was like taking the charge. So,
Right. Yeah.
My opinion.
Well, I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate everybody's opinion. I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you, hon. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you? Good. Who am I speaking with? Okay, CJ, kind of speak up so we can hear you because you're low.
My name's CJ.
Okay, so what is your opinion on what we're talking about?
My opinion is I just don't like how you hire other people to do your job. Like if you got a problem with somebody, just address it yourself.
Right.
Hire those little guys, you know what I'm saying, to handle your business. Like I just don't respect that aspect that way.
Right.
That's why I'm addressing yourself, right? Dolph ain't had nobody. He ain't had nobody to look for the guys that had him. He could be seen the TV when he is stuff. He would hire nobody. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agreed. And it never should have happened. The truth of the matter is, it never should have happened. There was no reason for them to kill that man.
Right, right. It never did happen.
Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in. All right, hon. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, you guys. The number is, I'm going to take a few more calls. The number is 901-667-0119. Try to keep it to 2 or 3 minutes, okay? 901. Okay, thank you for the world's urban world global. Them super jealous dudes should have just left off alone, no matter who was involved, and their role isn't revealed. None of them has gained anything from taking him out. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody that was calling in. The phone was jumping. I appreciate that so much. Listen, everybody has a difference of opinion as it relates to that, right? As it relates to the cookie shop. But as I said, when I did my video yesterday, I was not talking about the cookie shop. The person that was talking to me about the conversation we had, the person was not talking about the cookie shop, okay? Hey, this is Tamara. Hello? Okay, they hung up. Manager says at the end of the day, if the car cost that man his life, they recognize the car on the way to get him. Shaking my head, he was in the cookie store for less than 1 minute. Yeah, Cornelius told everything. Cornelius basically told everything. You guys, make sure y'all get those likes up. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay, please hit the like button. Like, share, and subscribe. Kevin says Dolph left his world in the same fashion that Dolby did. The same person on stage with you. Black people are so cutthroat and envy and jealous. You are absolutely right. It never should have happened. Hold on, here goes somebody calling from Mississippi. I know the 601. Hey, this is Tamara. Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm calling from Mississippi, and this is what everyone should think about. What would Makedas actually conquer? Seems like they will be losing more than gaining by getting in the middle of this beef. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I just don't feel like they're involved. I mean, people who might say on the team, I don't feel like they're involved.
Right.
And I tell you that I really appreciate you, and I like your content, and that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mississippi. I like Jackson, Mississippi. You guys, the number is 901. I'm going to take a few more calls. 901 667-0119. 901-667-0119. Okay. 901-667-0119. I'm going to take a few more calls. Ricky Johnson says, "Do you mean to tell me you got rich, worked that hard to achieve what you achieved to go back to the same hood?" Hold on. To go back to the same hood. No, you did that to get out. Stay out. This person calling from Texas. I know this number, I believe. Hey, this is Tamara.
Well, I was just calling for input on the young.
Okay, hon, go ahead.
Are y'all having a debate?
Yeah, we're still having a debate. Go ahead. I'm still on.
Yeah, I'm actually from Louisiana, but I'm a young dog fan, you know. But my thing is, with 50, to me, your guy he should be indicted too, because it's been two attempts on Dolph's life. He never stopped in to try to stop his team, so he knew they was trying to take him out. You know, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
think he was doing all of that, but to me, he's just as guilty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's gonna end up. 'cause I'm trying to see where that the lawyers, the money, the $50,000. Did that come before Juke died or after he was deceased? And where did that money come from? You know what I mean? When did the lawyers get paid that money?
Right. Well, according to some people, now I don't know if it's true. I got to fact check this. Supposedly now, see, lawyers are consistently getting retainers fees, right? Lawyers are consistently getting retainers fees, so they charge an hourly fee against the retainers rate. So having a lawyer for 2 years, you would have had to pay more than one retainer.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So those lawyers were paid about 2 or 3 times of retainers.
Wow. Yeah, it's fishy though, man. I mean, this is crazy. I'm glad that they got justice. It's a sad situation over a tone. Like you say, jealousy. It don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just want to just call, and just add that, my opinion on that right there. But yeah, me personally, I think your guy, he knew more than, I mean, he's behind the scenes, but he knew what was going down. He knew you know, and probably they've been trying to have meetings about it, but it's behind closed doors.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
as long as they got justice, that's all that matters. But I mean, he gonna have to pay on his silver suit regardless. He gonna come out the money.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
All right, Tamara, you all right. Well, you enjoy yourself. Take care now.
I will, love. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, y'all, the number is 901-667-0119. Try to keep it to 2 or 3 minutes. State what your opinion, and keep it to 2 or 3 minutes, okay? But as far as the Makeda shop's involvement, okay, I wasn't told that the cookie shop was involved. Then Cornelius went on to say that the cookie shop was not involved. And the vlog that I did on yesterday, where I said I was told a couple women would be indicted, I was not, they weren't, the person that was talking to me wasn't talking about anybody within the cookie shop. Okay. So when I woke up this morning, hold on, here goes some more people. Hey, this is Tamara. Hold on, you guys. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hi, Cameron.
Hey, you doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Do you, do you think that Dolph Lawyer from the previous two seasons are still like suing CMC, the liquor label?
Well, I mean, well, I heard some people say a while ago, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. It was just a rumor that allegedly, I have to say allegedly, that when and he was hit up before, allegedly he was paid some money, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, okay.
And he had a right to, if they did shoot him up, he had a right to sue him, but I don't, that would be public record, so I don't know though.
Or they could sell it out of court.
Or it could have been settled out of courtroom, yeah. But it would still be right. They could have settled it. You're right, without going into a courtroom. You're absolutely right. That would be the only way that is not on file if it happened. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, love. Okay, you guys. Let's see. Brittany Thomas says if Raven knew they was coming, the brother would have been able to connect that. CMG have a lot of hate towards dog. You guys have been awesome today. It's been, y'all been on here the whole time. I appreciate that. But as far as the video that I did yesterday, when I said that I was told by the person that I was talking to that a couple women were going to be indicted, I was not, that they weren't talking about the cookie shop. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hello.
Hey, this is Tamara. Can I help you?
Yes, I was just calling in my little input in.
Okay, hon, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like as far as the thing about the whole Christmas thing, I know one person who know of it today. I think it was
Right.
for for the and put in the dog like they do. So great, on our kids up here, she went back, tried to change it up. So why people would, you know?
Right. Absolutely. Well, say this. This is what I said from the very beginning. I think that, you know, maybe so, but at the same time, what people should have realized was Raven was not on the scene. So with Raven not being on the scene, she couldn't really tell what had happened. You see what I'm talking about? What she was getting was secondhand information, which would have changed 2 or 3 times.
Right. But that's the only damn thing, that she put the pictures up in the forefront. You understand?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she put it in I think she did an interview because it was at their cookie shop. I think any business, when the news media is out there, she was a representative for their cookie shop. That's the way that I looked at it. Any business would have done that. The news cameras out on the scene where a famous rapper had just lost his life. I mean, they're going to want to interview the business owners, right? So I think that's where that came about. It when you if you're talking about what happened in the very beginning.
Like I said from the start, if anybody knows, that the rest of the anything is market code. He's right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All that, watch all that.
that's true. Marcus was right there.
Right, exactly. That's all I want to say.
Well, I appreciate you calling.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh. Bye bye. Oh Lord. But anyways, you guys, like I said, you know, from the very start, I have told you all that I was never told that the cookie shop was involved. Okay. And the video that I did yesterday, I think people like to take my words and twist them. Okay. Um, the video that I did yesterday when I said that there will be two, I was told there will be 2 women indicted. That person that was having that conversation to me never mentioned the cookie shop or anybody in there. Okay. One of the young ladies that that this person was referencing had come up probably um maybe almost like last year sometimes, and um that lady was by way of somebody else. Okay. Yeah. Who's responsible for the Covington shooting? As far as I know, Trayon. Now there is a rumor. There is a rumor now that allegedly that the person that was in the car with Trayon is straight drive, but I don't know. That has yet to come out. It's funny that they have not said the name. Hold on, here's another caller. Hey, this is Tamara.
Hey, good morning, Tamara. I'm a fan of yours. I live in Washington D.C. I don't know about all that computer getting online. I've been watching your show since you started, and I never thought the cookie people was involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just, when they showed the picture of that brother being shot, man, because not quite a year ago, I was hit with a straight bullet out of something like that, man. And just my bottom leg just gone in half, and be hit with some bullets like that, man. God, oh man, it's so miserable to see.
Yeah, it's sad because I'm gonna tell you something. When Cornelius said that he walked up to Dolph had his back turned to him. He walked up there to that glass. He said he just started shooting. He started shooting that man in the back. So I believe Dolph was a little bitty thin thing. We saw that he was tall and thin. I mean, but just a weapon that powerful going through your back, even if he had survived, he never would have been the same.
No, no. like I said, I live in Washington D.C. and some guys was out shooting at each other, and the woman came to my door, and my door was melted, and cut my tibia and my fibula in half. And so I know with them shooting through that glass, man, it just that thing just cut his body up. That's just like, like those weapons could be really immune because that's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and well, I know what I call it for that. The family should through uh CMD or in a civil suit.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
They going for like $1 billion for my business.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what's gonna happen, and they have a right to do that because I mean, it's on record that that label is directly responsible for the unaliving of Adolph Thornton Jr., right?
I say they already got the jump on it. You know, they can still see them. Oh, and court and I
Yeah, they won the civil, so they won $33 million. Sure did.
don't think they would go when when the money that young dog had made, and then it came down to the play, what you would have made, they could put it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for taking my call. I watch every day. Cause my wife was like I haven't heard that lady voice for a while. You.
Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in and all of that good stuff. I appreciate that. Tell your wife I said hello.
I was ready for you were like ready to have a movie. Then they sent Kirk Franklin there tonight. Girlfriend thinking that she Kirk Franklin. Went back to school. Both my kids have graduated college. The wife went back and got her degree. She graduated in May. Girlfriend is taking her to Franklin for graduation trip.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kirk Franklin here tonight.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in, love.
Oh, but I might want to call. Thank you for taking my call and make God really comment.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye. Hold on, y'all. Shit. Hey, this is Tamara. This is Tamara. Why you answer that damn call? Hey, this is Tamara. Can I help you? Hello? Hold on, let me call that caller back. My phone got stuck. Whoever that was that just called, call back. Hey, this is Tamara.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know if all of them gonna get life or just Jessica?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the judge. I would assume, but I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Because I was watching the crowd and I'm like, it's all all of them just look like to me. It's just all of them just trying to suggest it. And he wasn't the only shooter. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I did, and I saw both of them. One, okay, the one was on there. I think Cornelia. he the first one jumped out, went to shoot Kurt, right? And then Jefferson was in the back of him. So why Jefferson getting all this and nobody else? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how, okay, the guy Cornelius, he just went to shooting at the place, and they just pointing fingers at him, at Jester.
Right. She said MHB is playing. Who is MHB playing on the phone? Yeah, you know what? I would assume that all of them would get life. I would assume because what they did, it was absolutely heinous in nature. It was absolutely heinous in nature.
It was, they didn't have no things happening like that. You know, they had jobs out there while he trying to get some money there. They got jobs out there, you know, and there was no reason to take a black with them. But that's all I was calling for.
Okay, hon. Thank you so much. Nika, who was she said, cause wait a minute. Cause he called up. He called up that blogger. Why would a vlogger be playing on my phone? Yeah, but just because he against the cookie shop, why would he be playing on my phone? Anyways, they said his lawyer told him he didn't stand a chance, too much evidence. Right. I think Cornelius did the right thing. I don't drop the link on my channel. I don't drop the link on my channel for anyone. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you?
What's up?
Oh, nothing much. How you doing?
Like, what?
Okay, go ahead.
How do you think Jeremiah Taylor got more different? They know the coach though.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he was lured. I don't really know. I'm waiting to see what went on with Jeremiah Taylor. Do I believe now let me say this. Do I believe that what happened to him um has something to do with this young dog situation? I absolutely 100% do.
I agree. I know it do. Everybody else do too. It says they own it, but it's the thing. It's the thing. Um, um, then because of her mentality that want to be seen, want to be heard, that clock chasing thing, whatever they just call it, it's tied up into an indictment. Trust me. It ain't had nothing to do with that young dog. He didn't say dog. That dog situation happened just like the prosecutor just laid that whole case out.
Mm-hmm.
And for with moving, talking her mentality, man, this lady mouth dog on the phone, get laid out like that was Raven, get dropped right out. That was Raven. She has no man. It is mentally to me mentally disturbed. Her mouth, her attitude, her nature is so unladylike. Raven Wood is cool to the say no, just say no to go so. Phone number, all that thing. Man, he's got all of this. He's got all of this stuff. Raven has that. She put herself in some got into real something that she should have never got in. And that's just what it is. Do she have something to do with dog get killed? No. Her mama, daddy, nobody? No. Them people ain't had nothing to do with that man getting killed, man. But, like I say, moving forward, you gotta step in trouble. I gotta stay out. man, you cannot hide nothing from them. Them people gonna go back to at phone sickness, even if you erased it a year ago, they put it up, man.
Right.
Hey, man, I know when I know how they came to eat my family, like, but man, when them people own the company, it's just I don't know, man. Them folks at the boy too. And another thing you just talked about, just as
So who do you think was responsible? Who do you all participated? Who do you think paid for Young Dolph's hit?
um, you paid for it, got it instigated, got it to be off the street. Bottom line, listen, if got it don't instigate that foolishness, look, it's man. If I'm running an organization, this team, I'm gonna know I'm gonna know every play that's about to be made. Ain't no play gonna be made without me not knowing. How to get all of that foolishness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop all of that.
I agree.
Oh, man, but they took. I told you again time I called. What they took from Memphis couldn't be replaced in the next 50 years. Y'all put
Mm-hmm.
up. Man, Dolph was here on consignment. Man, Dolph was here break a lot of the innocent stuff that's going on that was and all of them niggas God and everybody out of all of them money. Think man, let's see. Think about how Prince felt, how Mike felt. You know, I don't want to get so spiritually deep in it, but just man, Dolph was here to fix some stuff. He was taking up the innocent man that's been robbing out for generations.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
And it's crazy that we like it, man. You know, even the love that we have for our culture, man. We gotta, I mean, so we just take, everything that comes with it. You know, like we ain't suffered enough, Miss Chief.
Right. I think it's a darn shame. The man was in Memphis too. That's why I say all Memphians should be mad. I have not, and I was born and raised in Memphis. I have not heard about another rapper. I haven't. If you're in, regardless of, some people say, well, it was a tax write off. They don't know if it was a tax write off or not. We don't look at his taxes. But even just giving back to your community, you heard little dudes like Paper Route Wu and all of them say that even when they was coming up, Young Dolph would pull up on them when he was in town and ask them if they were all right and just break them out some money. That's because he said he would be walking and he would be in Castelia. He was like, he ain't had nothing. He just wished that some of the big homies would pull up on him and just break him off some money. So you take a man out that is doing, that's helping the city. I think first of all, the people that is accused of participating in it ain't did shit for the city. So why you gonna take if you know Memphis is an impoverished city? Why you gonna take away somebody that is?
Y'all might not believe it. Y'all really not looking at this the way it is. Y'all might not believe it. But Scotty got Juke out of here, so you ain't got to go to free. If Juke was only lit out, when them people picked Juke up, some people told Juke the whole play. Look, you dead. That's what it is. You ain't go back and tell it. We done. You know what it is? They got it. You got it. No. You put the money out. I told you if it came back, you got to take the lead. You're not going to take that death penalty. You don't never come on no more. Now, they may got it. They argue with each other. Man, got to leave the repair, jump on a plane. I mean, he don't even go to the repair. He leave the funeral, jump on the plane, get the next 30 minutes. Come on, man. On the street.
Well, I'm telling you now, everybody's saying that it's strange. I'm telling you, a lot of people around Memphis, I don't know if it's true or not, but they just saying that it's strange. And I'm talking about
Sometimes he got to go before they and get that elbow. He not finna stay in that wild life too good on the street for him. TCMG, it's that ego thing, bro. Look, Daddy, what we gonna do? Know what you gonna do. You did what
mhm.
you gonna do. Yeah. Can't do it. You can't do it. Man, my brother can't use federal prison, man. My brother when he got on the stood from federal grand jury and everything he knew about me. Man, the people came and took my ass to prison. Tell me, man, I don't think, man, ain't no love out here, man. I just don't want to go behind that wall. Only thing that would have got into prison was good and go there and took man. Them two people would have shot their reach, shot the hook neck. The Rico did not for coming. It took them on the lower level, dude. He won't touch body. He won't touch body. It's the label. See him, he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Dead. I don't care what they do, is dead. And see what I do in the T on 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
Man, put the hands on that dude, man, and you can stop that pussy. Red wolf. Hey, look. Ain't on that. Why you niggas got money? Niggas made it out the hood.
Yeah.
They go to a 12 by 12 deal. How I'm gonna make it out the hood, Miss Chief? With them type of millions. They pull it all the way and pull it to they go into a prison deal. Man, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you
I agree. Jealousy is as cruel and deadly as the grave. As the grave. They did that man dirty. Cornelius them did that man dirty. They was wrong. And so because they was wrong, karma started spinning as soon as they did it. Cornelius wasn't gonna never get all of his money because what he did was wrong. He's sitting up talking about go banning them and straight dropping them did him wrong. It was just set up like that because they didn't have no business doing that to that man. So could nothing right come out of it?
nice and it's Memphis. First pick. The old man, boy, and that's what first one put it down to Memphis. Something like that. Man, come on, man. Every time, man, that the most I would see what happened. He was every man, come on, it got it. If he got any type of intuition, he could have put it in his phone. Wasn't right.
Yeah.
But you went too far, bro. You went too far, man. You don't feel don't put no hit out on God on golf without God as approval. Man, everybody
Hmm.
running around talking about they ain't got nothing to do with bullshit.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
got everything to do with it. It's your hatred. It's who you are as an individual, man, that come against that man. But guess what? It was so easy for him to learn from both. Oh, you got the recipe. You get 100% of your money? Hold it, man. How you did that? You know what the commercial say? Even though dog was a dummy, but the commercial say you can learn from the you can learn from my kids, Miss Sue.
Yeah.
You know, even though dog, you know, the really you can learn from like you
Yeah.
think about it. When he's going this two Grant wanted this mouth like ball heels, like you know, just keep it the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this man in a position, go learn from him. Don't hate.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing. Maybe getting 5%. You get 15, so you take one of your labels too. Make them turn around looking at you like you went and then I only made 300,000. I only made 500,000. Come on, man. When this man said some people out getting paid, he called this record label something that was real put people out. And they and you know what that dude and say, man, that dude is not carrying. I like that dog. I ran with that.
Yeah.
With it.
It's messed up. It is. It's really messed up what they
But
did.
that lady in Covington and Craig got baby mama Watson, the one that just killed, man, got to the face somebody called you know, I ain't gonna chill on it. And man, them dudes go to jail, man. It's just like dog said. When they go in, they go take their friends. Man, man, straight drop it. Why not go to trial?
Right.
What they in the they in the what's the name? They when the court just started, did you catch this? we can't talk about the other two murder cases that's pending or whatever. You hear when Straight Dark Lawyer was saying mention some of that.
Well, I know that the prosecutors had mentioned something about he was going to. Is there are two? There are two other cases that he's going to be looking at.
Yeah, but he, I heard his lawyer say that they went working on. That's what his lawyer said. If I ain't mistaken, I know the prosecutor was talking about it, but his lawyer said kind of like kind of strange with him, like, well, that's not supposed to be spoken on in this trial. So,
Yeah, he did. He was hinting that there were at least two more felonies that he's got coming.
man, how him and Treon got this type of link where he can just go with me, that swap out cars and all this. Man, they've been rocking. They've been rocking together, and anything that they drop a scissor, man. Anything to make any type of money in the craft fashion. Look, he owned it. And go over and feed, and then get a drug addict with him, and now they manipulate that little situation, and now you think, the king of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's crazy.
They was wrong. They was dead wrong. Well, love, I appreciate you calling in.
All right.
Thank you, love.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, you all. Um, let's see. I've been on here 2.5 hours. I was only intending to be on for an hour. Um, and the topic was Makeda's cookie shop's involvement in Young Dolls Unalive and what I was told. And what I was told was that Makeda's cookie shop was not they was not involved in that. I was told that from the very start, from law, from the people that I know in law enforcement. And so when I did the video yesterday, and I was told that I told you all that I had a conversation with somebody, of course, in law enforcement yesterday, and they told me that a couple women was going to be indicted. Um, when I woke up this morning, I had messages and I had emails and talking about Makeda's cookies. That's not. I never said that. I never said that. And so I don't like it for people to twist my words. I never said that they were going to be indicted. That's not even who he was talking about. Because one of the young ladies I was talked about some time back. Okay, so this young lady is very well aware, this one, of what's going on, and has been, some stuff has been going on with that for a while. What's going on, I don't know. But one of them is very well aware of what's going on. So, but I was not talking about the cookie shop at all. And so I don't like it for people to twist my words to try and put a narrative out there to have a reason to go and try and have people hurt and stuff. They'll never have blood on me. Never. As I said, I don't have no issues with each and every vlogger can say what they want to say on their channel. This is my channel, and I've maintained this from the very start. And nobody will ever twist my words to be able to go and have something done to somebody. It's not gonna happen. I won't allow it to happen. Do not twist my words to try and support any narrative. I never said that. I never said that. As a matter of fact, the video that I did yesterday, I didn't say who he said. I said a couple women. I said I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's gonna be some more indictment, and it ain't just gonna be women. It's not gonna just be women because it is still an ongoing investigation. But because I didn't say names, people took it up on themselves to go and try and twist my words. Okay. Carolina says, is there a Carolina connection in this case? I don't know. I don't know because it seems like to me, when they shot his van up in South Carolina, didn't they, or North Carolina? You never said anything close. Right. I never said anything close to that. Okay. I never said anything close to that. Mr. Don't Play says, why would they tell you who's getting indicted? Because he wanted to. Because he wanted to. People do what they want to do, and if they feel comfortable enough to talk to a person, that's what they do. So I can't speak for other people, but I can say because he wanted to. Um, you name drop and talk too much. So why you on my live then? Get off my motherfucking live. Get off my shit. You don't have to be on my live. Do these motherfuckers think that they're gonna start harassing me again? Oh, I know what I need to do, and I'm getting ready to do it. Get your motherfucking ass off my. Y'all start blocking these bitch ass niggas. Get your ass off of my shit. You motherfuckers think y'all get ready to start harassing me like Onan did and get away with it? He didn't even get away with it. You bitches think y'all get ready to get away with it? Okay? Stay off my shit. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Get off of my live. Don't come on my live with that. If you don't like what I got to say, stay off my live. Okay? Stay off my live. Don't come playing on my live. It ain't play for me. It's been 3 years. It's don't just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Hey, this is Tamara. How can I help you?
It's real today.
I couldn't hear you, hon.
Now, people, people gonna be people. Dog. Okay.
Well, that's true. Can't understand though how these people go and make fake pages have violated and harassed me. But it all starts to come out though, because when all of this stuff was happening and people was throwing names out there, sending me emails, I got still got all of them told me everything they did and their involvement. I was like, dog, why would they do that? I don't know that person. But then when people started showing their hands, I was able to start filing reports and shit on them because folks was getting up on their panel and showing their hands. And I was like, I was able to support it. Well, I got information from here that this vlogger was doing that. Some of these vloggers, I was like, no, I ain't never even seen that vlog in my chat. Why would they even be, doing that stuff? But hey, you just have to sit back and watch.
That's what I'm saying. I watch a lot of them, and I be like, "Oh my God, what are they talking about?" You know, and I know what they saying is just, excuse my language, fucking false. But I just keep on going, and I go to where I feel like it's a fair place to be, and that's when I watch you. But my question was today. This is Monday, okay? I don't know when this was, whatever. But my question was, do you think that the jury gets some extra information about, um, the case given to them other than what's happening in the court? Because what I really would like to know was who Doc was talking to on the phone, whose phone call that was, where did that phone? Wow.
Well, for my, you know what? If they were able to pull straight drops calls, if they were able to pull everybody else's calls and stuff, they pull Young Dolph's. They were able to pull his calls. Mm-hmm.
And I know that they didn't mention that in the court, so I'm figuring that that's what helped his conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, don't know whether it was him calling or what, but I was just wondering, did the jury get extra information other than what's said in the court? That was my question. But overall, they got the people that shot him,
Right.
and they're gonna get the rest that conspired. So anyway, I wish you would have a blessed day, and don't even worry about me.
No, because I'm going back and looking up my chat. I wasn't even paying attention to. I'm looking at my chat now. I mean, it's just some things are coming to me.
Uh, don't worry about it. Don't let the devil do it, because he's on your chat and everywhere else.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have a blessed day, and I'm gone.
All right, hon. Thank you so much. Yeah, moderators, I don't pay attention to the chat like that. Make sure y'all block trolls. Hmm. Like I said, it's all coming back to me now with some of those emails that I received early on and the people that were involved. I promise to God it is. I promise to God that it is, and I kept all of them. And where the people worked at, that was given. It's all coming back to me. This is Tamara. How can I help you?
Pretty good point. I'm trying to look at that note. Trying to comment on the day's topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So my name is JP, and thanks for the platform. And I see you in play about you be checking controls. That's what's up. Listen, one thing is this right here. For someone else is not indicted for these crimes because we know that other people was involved. I don't know who it was. They said the police knew what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing here with Dolph and also that one with PC. There's other people, but if they don't cover everybody, they just want to have us looking at the justice from a kind of stage because we know that there's other stuff that's going on and some other people need to be held responsible for essentially, for what's going on. We know this, you know what I'm saying? So we don't get some people that, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna look at them crazy. We're gonna look at the justice department like, you know what I'm saying, going on. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, you said if they don't do what now? I'm sorry. I'm going back up. I'm sorry. I was going back up my comments, reading my comments that I missed. I'm sorry. It distracted me. Go ahead and say that over love.
What I was saying was, if everybody that's responsible is not held accountable, we're gonna look at the justice system kind of, you know what I'm saying, side eye because we know, you know what I'm saying, we know there's other people involved. You know what I'm saying? We may not know all the specifics, but we know there's other people involved. You know,
Yeah.
they have to, you know what I'm saying, even with that P. Diddy thing and with this one right here,
Yeah.
they need to hold everybody accountable. Everybody needs to be held accountable for the part that they played.
Absolutely. I agree.
Do the job and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the people saying that you know what I'm saying, you didn't say, what these fools are trying to say, right? But, you know what I'm saying? There's other people without naming names who are responsible for this right here that knew it was going down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they really bought the justice for it. You know what I mean? They all need to be held accountable for the part that they played. That's what I'm saying. You know?
I agree. I agree. Everybody that was involved, it will be, and I do believe that they all will be held accountable. Everybody that was involved. will be held accountable. I think that's why you heard Young Dolph's girlfriend say that from this point on, she's going to have more faith in the justice system and be patient until he gets justice, full justice, because they know this is just like not even part. This is just a little minute, because straight dropping them out of low hanging fruits.
That's right. That's right. Let me say this, and you're not saying this, I'm saying it. So let's say with people, if Jay-Z is not held responsible, something going on. Something going on. We got to, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You can't tell me, can't tell me something was going on with the people at the top. That was his best man, all that kind of. So, come on, like, we not stupid. Come on, we're not stupid people. We see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that to us. We know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, it's just that they, leave certain people out, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all was out there, flashing, and y'all was out there doing what y'all was doing. Now it's time to, what I'm saying, hold your feet to the fire. You have to be held accountable. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Miss T, I appreciate your platform for y'all. You have a great day, and you're doing a beautiful job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Bye bye, Hunt. Shout out to all of the callers that called in. I really appreciate you all calling in. You say, it's about to be big because drop trial was quick. Yeah, straight drops trial was very quick. It was very quick. I didn't expect for it to be 4 days. I mean, hell, it wasn't even a week. It was 4 days. And I was looking at Paper Route Woo did a interview, and I believe it was yesterday. And he said them folks had so much evidence, it was ridiculous. He said they had so much evidence that they didn't even use. They didn't have to use it after Cornelius got on the stand. When Cornelius got on the stand and they just corroborated what Cornelius, a lot of what he said, when they corroborated just what he said, I'm gonna have to, Diane, you should have it. When they corroborated just what he said, that was it. And like Paper Route Wu said, and just like Paper Route Wu said, it was over the first day. I was looking at his interview he did yesterday. He said the first day of the trial, and that's when Cornelius got up there. He said it was over the first day. He said them folks had so much evidence that they did not even use. Ramona says, Tamara, I think Moneybag is paying for the lawyer now. He never passed the smell test to me. I see that he's been dealing with, pay attention now, the little rapper 10%. It seems like to me, I wouldn't be surprised if 10%. I mean, they look at this, so he might drag his leg now since he feel like we might be on to him. And now they say 10% is a CMG artist. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't become CMG Bread Gang, or probably already is, or something like that. The phone calls lined up with Cornelius. Right, the phone calls lined up with what Cornelius said. Okay. They said Moneybag is Kamisha's nephew. Imagine, I'm telling you, imagine what's sealed. Imagine what's sealed. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something about God. God is awesome. Revelation, and that's what I pray for every morning when I get up. Lord, let this be the season of revelation. I promise you, everything always starts to come out, even when you don't. It comes out. Even with this young dog's case, even with some other stuff, it shows its hand. It comes out. They said they hacking my phone, but I have other devices. Oh wow. I tell you, everything comes out. It goes back to the emails and stuff that I received in the very beginning. Um, and it be so much because you have different people sending you stuff. And so what I did was I focused in on the person that I could see that was doing the attacking. and started getting the police and the feds involved. They said Cornelius told so much. Yes, he did. Okay. Yes, he did. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Please like, share, and subscribe. They said Cornbread told more than we heard. Yeah, because if you notice, some things that Cornbread wanted to say, they kind of redirected him in another direction as if they didn't want him to put that out there at that time. That's when you know that there's another investigation going on and you don't really want to hip people to the fact that you don't really want to hip them to too much because everybody's eyes was on that. For years, bloggers were saying his brother was not in the cookie shop. The video showed that his brother was in fact in the cookie shop. Listen, and I was one of the ones that said it to Taisha. I was one of the ones that said it because somebody that I had talked to, okay, had said that they didn't believe that he was in the cookie shop. And then later on, when I went into my members and dropped some tea, when I finally got the confirmation from the, and it's in the members, when I finally got the confirmation from the credible, of the real credible person that would know, and the other person was just, they thought they knew, okay? I said it. I said, Dolph got out and walked in the cookie shop. I might even put it on publicly. Got out and walked into the cookie shop, and Marcus got out and walked in behind him. I think you're wrench on Real Talk with Tamara too. Matter of fact, in the beginning, it was some bloggers saying that he was next door, and that was a, yeah. Well, I heard that, some bloggers saying that. I had never heard that though, that he was next door. He got out and went over to the Family Dollar store. And then they said that he was next door and ran out of the Family Dollar. I didn't ever know anything about that. They say he went to get some stuff to roll up a joint and smoke some weed. I was like, well, I didn't even know they sold joint paper or whatever y'all call it in the Family Dollar store. Just think if Straight Drop didn't take it to court, we would have never known. So Straight Drop told without telling. He knew he wasn't gonna win. Thank you. Is that Magdalene? I mean, I heard that they said that some vloggers were saying that Marcus went next door to buy some weed paper, that you roll the weed and stuff up in, supposedly. Remember they said Dolph son with right in the beginning they said young Dolph's son was with him. I never seen rolling paper. Right out because I was thinking, I was like, I didn't even know the dollar store sold weed paper or whatever they call it, a joint paper. Hmm. But y'all, this has been a good show. This has been a good show. I mean, the phone was jumping. The phone was absolutely jumping. He says, "Forget this small fish. We want them big fish." To whoever mentioned Moneybag, I thought about him too. Remember, God had gifted him a millie for his birthday and cornbread kin to Lamigo. I don't know that. I don't know. Love. They sell papers and cigars at Family Dollar. Oh, okay. She said they sell papers and cigars at Family Dollar. They sell papers and cigars at Family Dollar. You all the let's see. I'm gonna be on for 11 more minutes. 11 more minutes. I figure we might as well just make it the full 3 hours. Wait, is he related to Lamigo? I thought that was only a rumor. I mean, to me, that's only a rumor. I don't know if Cornelius is related to Lamigo, because if you heard vloggers say that him and Lamigo were brothers, and then when they couldn't get, that was disproved or something, they started saying that him and Lamigo were cousins. So as far as I'm concerned, it ain't true. Ricky says, I enjoyed the show, Miss T and Kid. Thank you, Ricky Johnson. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much. G Feeling says, Migo and Cornbread are not cousins. Stop the cat. Like I said, when at first they were saying they was brothers, then they changed it to they were cousins. Okay. Then they changed it to they were cousins. Yeah, thanks to all of the supporters. The full time that, we have been vlogging on the Young Dolph's case, with the ups and downs. And there have been a lot of people to do a lot of things, right? And I've heard a lot of names, a lot of vloggers, and who worked where. That's why I said, could these women jeopardize their jobs with helping these bloggers? Like, but because I was like, well, I've never had any contact with that vlogger. Like, wow, you know, I why would the, and so hey, I listen, but I kept everything because I was like, dog, I don't want to be, flying off half cocked and doing this and that, and that vlogger ain't involved with attacking me behind the scenes, as far as hacking, as far as selling your information, as far as using their resources, and girls using their jobs and stuff. Like, folks was sending me all that. Miss T, you can get this person fired because I know where they work at, and she worked directly with this vlogger, and they breaking federal laws. I was like, Lord, I don't that vlogger, I ain't never had no issue with that vlogger. So I don't want to do that because I don't want to feel like I'm being sent out. That vlogger has never been in my chat, never attacked me on their vlog. So why would they be, you know, doing criminal, stuff as it relates to me, my privacy, like everything, my daughters, all of that. You know what I mean? Like, why would they want to give information on where you can go find my daughter? So, because there was a vlogger that asked the girl that is a federal. I filed an FBI report that is still active. There's an I'm telling you, the young lady went on record. There's another vlogger that sent me information. I promise to God that this is very active. This is brand new, where a vlogger sold her my information. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Somebody just called. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hello, did someone call Real Talk with Tamara?
this is a located blog. We've been on call for about 30 minutes.
I don't duck calls now, most hated vlogger. I don't even know you.
You know, so, my thing. So, you seem to be an advocate for Raven saying that they're innocent, right?
Right. Right.
You're right. You didn't hear about the mansion party. So, if you didn't keep it up with the case, right, the detectives and all that they saying that this homicide, young Dolph Stuff was plotted 5 or 6 months before he was killed, right? He was around, you know,
We all heard that, right? Around June, they said that there was a meet. They hold on. Let me just say this, most hated blog, because I don't know you. If we gonna do this, you can't call me with that aggressiveness, okay? Now we can have a conversation. Okay. Okay, well, we're not gonna be disrespectful to each other because see, I don't know you. The only thing that I've ever heard about you was that, and hey, we could talk about that in the background, okay? As it relates to me, because I don't know you. So I didn't know that you would even have a reason to try and violate me and stuff. So I was shocked when they said you was in my chat, uh, throwing out innuendo. When I went back and looked at that, I was like, that's that blogger. Like, I don't even know him. So you talking about I'm ducking your calls? Then you hear all these people calling into my chat, love. I don't even know you.
no, I haven't heard anyone calling a chicken shit because I'm saying the same call that I've been alive for. I got off back home. I heard somebody get off. It was ringing. I didn't get answered. So I'm like, okay, well, I put it in the chat that I'm calling, but that's irrelevant. That's we want to be to the bottom of the. You said that McKenna couldn't then do it.
That's exactly what I was told. So if I'm told, and I think you probably have been looking at my chat. If I say I've worked for the police department, I have worked for them for 18 years, and I know people over there. And if they tell me that cookie shop was not involved, why would I believe anybody else?
Because the thing is, they're not doing the thorough investigation. What they feel like is they already gave justice to the people and called the killers, but they not worried about the meat black people. So this is what I'm saying. They only had a mention party. They remember that party like in a month ago. A month ago, from that would be like, Gotti had a mention party thrown down his throat. Right? Brought Audie down there to perform 901 play with her boyfriend. Fine. Nobody mentioned party. Plotted a mention party months ago. So what is the coincidence is nobody did kill great blockers there. All these DOT, all these people there, even the Makita City mention party, and all of a sudden happens at Makita City. Raven said Dolph been going right comes to her stop for years, right? The only videos he got that Dolph had was 2 weeks after the mention point on July the 1st. Would you used to have most pictures of Dolph coming up? He been coming up for years, like they say. All of that. All of that. They just don't want to investigate and do the mismatch thing for smaller people to play the point. They were definitely involved. Now,
So what part do you think that they played?
they played the part in them letting him know that he would be at the He was Dolph was laundering his drug money to her father. He wasn't notified no people. He really the reason that man came out without his Dolph was cleaning his money to her daddy business. Who they family business. He was there, you know what I'm saying? He was there to but he had to make it look like he buying something. You know what I'm saying? They already got suspicions on he in town. Someone took his money up from her daddy. That's why he really went up there. He goes out for no damn ticket. What do you want some ticket for? He up there selling turkey eating plates. Right? And he's there early in the morning. Nobody else is not there. Why would he want some tickets? See, the only thing Cornelius told is what Cornelius knew. Cornelius didn't never know that Raven discussed with Big Shook that thought was coming to the ticket drive. Raven went all up and down her wall. The connections I made up in her right after the connection party. Connections I made, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be paid. She got all these subliminal messages on her. Why she don't have no other pictures with Dolph besides that day, 2 weeks after the mansion party? Because he been coming up for all these years. She said been coming up for 3, 4 years. There's no other picture or video with Raven the dog. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Okay, well,
It's all up. So it's not a coincidence. TMZ told the party, all the people that's involved are still Cornelius, Great Block, COT, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster. Cornelius, the only one not there. Raven is there, the tiki people are there. 2 weeks later, Raven go live filming Dolph outside the tiki shop. Dolph popped back out. Only video she ever had with Dolph come to the tiki shop. Only picture, only anything. Then the detective come and say that this was plotted 5 months ago at the mansion party. Don't seem suspicious to you. That it happened at the place with the tiki people there. They at the mansion party.
no, because I never saw a picture at a mansion party. I've seen people, I've heard people say that there was a picture, and then when they had pictures passing around on the internet, I didn't see Raven in no picture. I did.
Okay, well, how about this? Raven did complete. Well, we got all the people. She just flyer yesterday. She got the flyer now. Raven got the flyer. I'll see your moderator saying like the next time. I'm not worried about what you're doing.
Don't be disrespectful. Wait a minute, don't be disrespectful to my moderators.
Moderator, though.
Okay, so it seems to me that this vlogger that I was told about, he called because he wanted beef. But what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna go and file a report. I was told about this blogger. I was told about this blogger and some things that him and a girl that works for a company had done to me. And I was like, no, I don't know that blogger like that. I don't know him. That blogger has never been in my chats. But all of a sudden, this blogger shows up, and I was told now that also that this blogger will be paid to put out stuff about you because he has access to some systems. So now I know what I got to do. Right. I was told, I was just told quite a bit of stuff, and I, kind of ignored it. I was like, no, I don't know that blogger. Okay. So he's made his finally shown his hand. He's finally shown his hand, because when they were saying, I was like, he's finally shown his hand. Okay. So I still have the emails, the young lady where she works at, and all of that. And I'm serious. The young lady where she works at that works with him, the types of information that she gets, and all of that, right? So I know what I got to do when I get off of here, because I mean, this is crazy. I don't even know who this man is. This man comes into my chat. I go back up and I'm looking at the messages. I've already heard. I was like, well, that person has never, I was like, people try to get you to, file reports on stuff, and file reports on people and do anything to people. That blogger ain't never said nothing to me. I ain't never even seen that blog in my chat. So I kept the information. I mean, and this was early on, and somebody was consistently sending me, consistently. And I was like, well, one vlogger has shown his hand. Okay, but that vlogger, I don't know about that, but I kept the information. It's all good though. Okay. I still don't know who that vlogger is, why he's got all of this animosity, why, these people say that this man has violated me and my family the way that they say that he has. But I promise to God, I always kept the emails. I always kept the emails when people were saying, we telling you who it is. It's that person from out of St. Louis. I'm telling you. So when I started seeing that in the chat, I was like, Lord, you know, um, I don't know anything about that vlogger. I don't. So I guess it starts. I guess it starts. And so what I'm getting ready to do is like, I know what I got to do, because I know what I was told. The young lady is getting ready to lose her job. Like this is the type of stuff, like, it comes out. All you have to do, okay, is mind your own business. Somebody said, I'm telling you. Now, what ended up happening with this, I was like, well, I don't, when people, I want to come up there, I was like, no, I don't want you to come up on my chat and be accusatory. Because the person that had the information, one of the people's like, I'll come up on your panel and say it. And he gonna know. I said, no, I don't want you coming up on my panel accusing a blogger of doing something to me. That man don't know me like that. So I can't let you do that. But it all comes out, y'all. It all comes out. This man has been one of the ones to violate me. It all comes out. It all comes out. Okay. It all comes out. It all comes out. So I know what I got to do. Anyways, if you all, make sure y'all be on point with screen recording, screenshotting, okay? Because I've already been told behind the scenes of information being sold, okay? Um, which is a violation. Anyways, I know what I got to do, and I'm getting ready to do it. I really appreciate you all tuning in today. God is a good God. Everything always starts to come out. Now we got on here, this man just cussed me out, harassed me, basically harassed me. You harassed me for what? Sir, you violate me for what? I don't know you. I don't even know you. Okay. And based on what I've been told, I really am in fear of my life. I really am. Okay. Now everybody has called in. Everybody has called in. Okay. And I promise what I'm getting ready to do. I'm not getting ready to make no vlogs about it. I'm not going to, because I understand that's the energy that people feed off of. I understand, everybody has called in and given their opinion. Everybody has called in and given their opinion. And this man who I've been told about has violated me, calls in and harass me. Okay. What kind of sense do that make? Okay. But I'm telling you, this is the year of revelation. God been revealing it. If I had doubt about it before, I sure don't now. I sure don't now. Okay. Anyways, you guys, this it was a good show. It was a good show. Somebody is mad about the numbers, and I've been told that certain vloggers get paid um to do certain things. Okay, but this one gonna cost. Okay, because I've had to put orders of protections on several vloggers that are up under investigation. This vlogger I didn't even bother with because I was like, that man ain't never been in my chat. We ain't never had no, I don't know nothing about that man. But I definitely feel harassed. I do. Especially when you got people that's saying, I know what they did to you, and I'm willing to say so. I'm willing to go on record. Like, wow. Okay, like wow. See, Mouse, what you mean by that? Okay. That's true, Memphis native. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep doing us. Okay, but it was a good show today. Today was a good show. Okay. We had a good show today. And I really appreciate all of the people that called in, of course. I appreciate everybody that called in. Um, hey, the phone was jumping today. The phone was absolutely jumping today. Too good make old Slewfoot shows. I'm telling you, the show was awesome today. Hey, listen, as I said, I have never been told that the cookie shop was involved. And Cornelius's testimony was enough for me. Cornelius is not the only person, that these people have talked to, that they've talked to. Okay. It's still an ongoing investigation. Hey, I trust the process of the Memphis Police Department and the FBI. I do. I trust the process of the Memphis Police Department and the FBI. And it's still an ongoing investigation. But Cornelius said he corroborated that, right? He said what he said. And hey, we didn't hear from Straight Drop, but hey, I hope Straight Drop has an epiphany. I do. I hope that Straight Drop has an epiphany. Okay, and start talking. Okay, I mean, I think that's the only thing that's gonna stop. Cause see, he already got life in prison for the unaliving of young Dolph. Straight Drop has to go to court to be sentenced on two more charges. On two more. Okay, so yeah, me too, ZK. Me too. So Straight Drop is going to be so, and then they said now, remember now, Paul Hagerman said in the very beginning that Straight Drop's attorney asked him not to mention where a witness, and I would love to know who that witness is, had mentioned that Straight Drop, okay, had mentioned that straight drop. Yeah. Okay. Had mentioned that straight drop. They know for a fact about two other felonies that straight drop was directly involved in. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, like I said, this was a good show. Y'all absolutely rock it. Always make me feel good when, especially when everybody comes out and is engaged in the chat. And it definitely makes me feel good when I see a lot of the Memphians. That's true, Dub JJ. I'm definitely not going to. When I see a lot of the Memphians, right? In the when I see a lot of the Memphians in the chat and they come out, I think now more people from Memphis since everything has come out, because I have to say, from the very beginning, the energy around Memphis, just about everybody from Memphis basically already knew what was going on, right? Basically already knew what was going on. So that's why you didn't hear a lot of people from Memphis saying a whole lot, because they already basically knew the energy, especially the guys that was out there in the streets. They knew the energy. They basically knew where it came from. And so for the most part, a lot of people was just playing coy. You know what? I don't even know. That's how it is. I don't know. I don't know. Although they basically had heard, just don't let trash mess with your energy. It do travel through phones. Have a great thank you, Limeheart. I appreciate that. You absolutely right. We're gonna say a prayer, okay, before we get off, because we got to reverse all of the negative energy and send it back to the sender, right? And so we have to thank, God. Some of y'all might call it the universe. Thank you, love. My mother's keeper. We have to thank the universe for revealing things. For allowing it to, what they say, become full circle, right? Even if you don't know and weren't sure about things in the past. I mean, what did they call it? Felonious violations. You know now that is more than likely real, right? It has to be looked at. Don't play with me, hurt CMG. I absolutely agree that that's what it was, but even still, that was no reason for them to try and take out a man. I ain't got nothing for them folks in Memphis. Dolph really cared about the city of Memphis. Memphis did Dolph wrong. Memphis didn't do Dolph wrong, Taisha. Memphis didn't do Dolph wrong. You had a few clowns within Memphis that did Dolph wrong. As far as I'm concerned, the process, okay, because see, I'm from Memphis. I didn't do him wrong, okay? I know a lot of other people didn't know that was going to happen, didn't do Dolph wrong. Those people that got together and did that did Dolph wrong. Those clowns did him wrong. But I thank the justice system for at least starting the process. And they started with the low hanging fruit to work its way on up. That's when you start talking about draining the swamp. Okay. Draining the swamp. Lord, thank you for exposing the who and the what's. Ain't God good? Ain't God good? These record labels are taking people out because they're able to buy information from certain people. And I was told it. I was told it. People are being unalive because folks have access to systems and is selling it and getting folks taken out. Here, my right hand to God. Somebody sent it to me, wanted to come on my channel and talk about it. Somebody showed up at my door. And I wouldn't do it because I said, I ain't going to be accusatory of folks like that. But this stuff is still going on. You don't just attack somebody you don't even know. This stuff is still happening. And folks mad at me. I'm a target, so I need a reason to try and put it out so you can go take her out. That's what's been happening. But the FBI get ready to lay their eyes on it. Sure is. I've been told. I've been hipped. God don't ever let you be blind to stuff. But God will make it where they show their hands. Folks still taking money to try and get folks knocked off. Okay. Are they going to dismantle CMG the same way They did Murder Inc. Stay strong, keep the faith, and I pray along with you and for you. The FBI get ready to know about this though. But anyways, you guys, because it's too many people's information being sold, and then these folks are getting taken out. I'm telling you what I was told. I just keep quiet. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.